As they played in their first major league ballpark was at Dodger Stadium. And there were two separate locker rooms. They had the Dodgers on the one side, and then just down the hallway was what was referred to always when I was playing is that, well, that's the Angels, the old Angels. And we used to have meetings in there. Tommy Lasorda used to have meetings in there because the media could not get next to the doors of our regular locker room and overhear him because Tommy became a little bit loud sometimes during the meeting, so we go back in there. So, yeah, there's always an interest. I love it because, there's such a passion for both teams, and you come in here and there's, a sea of red that's being worn by a lot of the fans, and it's more than just a sprinkle of Dodger blue also mixed in. This is kind of a fun atmosphere.
Going back to those Tommy Lasorda meetings, if he took you to the old...
Five-man umpiring crew here today, and this young superstar is in the stands.
And did their feet get tangled up? Yes, so Hoppy tripped, or he might have caught that ball. Down.
There's a fastball. There's a flying bat. It's a high car.
And that ball is off the ladder. It's actually off the ladder. You never see that.
Haggerty is on with an infield hit. A little tumble behind the mound. Hat fell off. That was awesome. I mean, you just don't see that.
I'm still to come here on Dodgers on Deck. Rick.
This time can't get it, and neither could the fan.
Boy, that's when you don't wear flip-flops.
Caminero strikes out, and the bat gets a 7.5 on the distance, but it's stuck to the landing.
That's poked up.
Like our championship-winning boys in blue, your Southern California Chevy dealers have star talent at every position. Leading off, the #1 selling full-size pickup in Southern California, Chevy Silverado, with 9 unique trims to choose from, including ZR2, designed for maximum off-road performance and capability. With features like an off-road cut front bumper and 2-inch factory lift, no roads are no problem. Looking for a bold and sporty high-performance pickup? That's RST. From its aggressive style to its responsive feel, it's an energizing presence that really stands out. And for the ultimate combination of luxury and capability, there's High Country, offering premium leather seating and a 5.3-liter V8 engine, so you're both comfortable and in command. Stop by and drive one home today, or shop now at SoCalChevy.com. Based on S&P Global Mobility new retail registrations using large pickup segmentation. Call 844-55-CHEVY or see dealer for details.
Want to go to college this fall? Don't let money hold you back. To be eligible for a Cal Grant and to get the most financial aid available, fill out your FAFSA or CATA by September 2nd. If you already submitted your FAFSA but only listed 4-year colleges, that's okay. Just update your application to include the community college of your choice. Keep your college dreams alive and enroll now at iCanGoToCollege.com.
Everyone deserves a fast and reliable connection. One that helps better their everyday through the things they value most. Friends and family, education and career. A connection that opens pathways to opportunity and builds roads to a better future. At Spectrum, we're committed to delivering just that every single day. Because with the right connection, anything is possible. That's Life Unlimited. That's Spectrum.
It's time for Dodgers baseball with Tito's Handmade Vodka. Which means it's time to grab an ice-cold Tito's and lemonade and cheer on our boys with a cocktail that bats 1,000. This season, paint the town blue with Tito's, America's favorite vodka for America's favorite pastime. Distilled and bottled by 5th Generation Inc., Austin, Texas. 40% alcohol by volume. Savor responsibly.
Record shattered.
There it is! Number 50!
Expectations obliterated.
50-50 season!
It's time for the second Shohei Ohtani 50-50 bobblehead of the season at Dodger Stadium on Wednesday, August 27th versus the Cincinnati Reds. Celebrate the first player in the 50-50 Club, presented by Tokyo Electron. Get in on the action to catch this exclusive Ohtani home run bobble. For tickets and information, visit Dodgers.com/promotions.
As we were saying,
this is Morongo Casino Dodgers on Deck on the official home of LA Dodgers baseball.
It's the Dodgers and the Angels started the Freeway Series for the Big A in Anaheim. Yoshinobu Yamamoto looking to do what he did last time out against the Tampa Bay Rays, tonight against the Halos. Dodgers baseball is brought to you by Shakey's Pizza Parlor, the official pizza partner of the Dodgers audio broadcast. When it's game night, it's group night at Shakey's.com.
David Vassegh. And now, what will likely be Vassegh fielding insults from a Dodger player.
It's an engagement of endearment.
This is High and Tight.
All right, well, this past Saturday, we had a chance to catch up with Miguel Rojas in Huntington Park. Here was part of our conversation with the world champion and one of the Dodger veterans that keep the glue of the team.
It's nice to be here and take a little bit of my morning before I go to the ballpark and say hi to some fans and be part of the community. I think that's it's one of the biggest reason why we enjoy baseball and we play baseball, because we have so many people behind us every single night and every single day behind the scenes that we have a responsibility to give back to the community, and this is awesome. I really enjoy my time around LA. This is my 4th year as a Dodger, but it feels like I've been here for more than that. So really happy and I'm excited to see some people over here.
Hey, we see a lot of smiles from Miguel Rojas too.
This is going to be one of those games that you're going to have to fight the elements.
wow! And I don't think that'll be the last bat toss we see tonight.
I would imagine not. As he slid behind Neto, took out his legs, but Neto held onto the ball.
Check out what our cameras caught. That's right. Smacking himself in the face. He really likes to pump himself up and make himself angry.
Oh, he used the hat. That's pretty nice.
Yeah, take a bow. All right, absolutely.
Biggest thing we're bringing is a brand new Tony Gwynn drop I did with his estate. So we just signed.
Are you here for? And I was having this conversation with Dalton Rushing last night.
Yeah.
The expectations of always be ready, because you can play at any time and any moment, but at the same time, you can just be on the bench and wait for your opportunity for over 5 or 7 days. So that's a tough job, but I'm not gonna say that that's gonna be an excuse for us not to produce. I feel like that's in our power to kind of buy into what we're doing for this organization and what is our role right now in this team. And it feels like, I mean, whatever they ask us to do, we're gonna do. So that's the best mindset for me, to kind of like keep myself ready and keep up with the good work whenever we have a chance.
When Mike Scioscia was managing the Angels and they had the success they had, he would stand up in spring training and in front of the whole team, in front of Vladimir Guerrero Jr., Garrett Anderson, all those guys, and said, I need 25 team at-bats from all of you. If anybody has an issue with that, let me know. Are you a believer that that's a fair amount of at-bats that you have to give up for the team during the regular season to be ready to do that in the playoffs?
Yeah, I mean, there's not a switch that you can turn off on and off in baseball. So you have to be able to bring that every single night, and I feel like it's time for us to kind of like glue as a team like that, because we know we can do it. Mm-hmm. So we have this kind of the same personnel that we had last year for the playoff, and we knew we have to kind of like tweak some things in the Padres series last year, and that's why it's important. And we're still talking about the championship season, because that's going to be kind of the baseline for us to kind of go this year too, because we knew we have to kind of like play our best baseball to continue to advance in the playoff last year, to get to the World Series. And when we got to the World Series, what made us win was like doing the little things.
Yeah,
we didn't hit so many homers. I know Freddie went off and hit homers in 5 games in a row or something like that, but at the same time, it was like the small ball, putting the ball in play with 2 strikes, putting the pressure on the defense, running the bases. And I think that's something that we kind of lack of the last month and a half here. So I think it's going to be important for us to kind of remember those times. And last night game kind of give me a really good impression of like we're close to get there.
To hear our full conversation with Miguel Rojas live and in person at Huntington Park, you can find it on the iHeartRadio app. Tim, we'll send it back to you.
All right, thanks a lot, DV. Great to hear from Miguel Rojas. Very candid, very open about the state of this Dodgers team and the offense that have been struggling. Coming up, as we lead you up to first pitch, we'll break down this pitching matchup. Don't go anywhere. Dodgers, Angels from the Big A in Anaheim. I'm Tim Cates, the world champion Los Angeles Dodgers Audio Network.
When you want Dodgers, the only home is AM 570 LA Sports.
Hey, this is Adrian Gonzalez. Daniels Jewelers is a proud sponsor of the Trip Around the Diamond and your family jeweler since 1948. Daniels is giving every fan a voucher for a free team bracelet and $50 off any $99 purchase. Visit danielsjewelers.com/baseball to get your voucher. That's danielsjewelers.com/baseball. You can redeem at any of the 100 Daniels Jewelers stores nationwide. Own the dream with Daniels Jewelers.
Hey LA County, Freddie Freeman here. Too many beverage containers go unrecycled. That's a foul ball for the planet. Step up to the plate. Recycle your cans and bottles and score some cash. Now that's a triple play for LA. Learn more at cleanla.com.
It's Michelada Monday. It doesn't matter where you come from. It matters what you're made of. And it matters what your michelada is made of. For the ultimate michelada recipe, look no further than Modelo. It's not a michelada if it's not made with Modelo. Modelo, the mark of a fighter.
It's Andre Ethier. Back to school is here, and time to get back into our routines and back to packing those lunches. At Superior Grocers, we got everything you need to keep those lunch boxes fresh and fun. From crisp fruits and veggies to soft, freshly baked bread to make every sandwich better. We've got you covered. Need a little something sweet? Toss in a cookie or pan dulce for lunchtime smile. Make your mornings easier and your shopping smarter. Download the Superior Grocers app for weekly ads and the latest in deals. Superior Grocers. Quality, variety, and value.
Dodger fans, you know performance matters on the field and at home. That's why Navien brings you the MPF Hydro Furnace, the most advanced way to heat your home with comfort and efficiency. And for year-round cooling and heating comfort, pair the new MPF with Navien's new air-to-air heat pump. Quiet, powerful, and built to win. Don't forget, Navien is proud to offer America's #1 selling tankless water heaters, delivering endless hot water and major energy savings. Navien, built for performance just like your Dodgers. Learn more at NavienInc.com.
This is Morongo Casino Dodgers on deck. On your home for LA Dodgers baseball.
Dodgers Angels, the Freeway Series, back at it in the Big A in Anaheim. First pitch is 6:38.
And now, before the Dodgers hit the diamond, we look at the pitching matchup.
Presented by your Southern California Toyota dealers. Work hard and play hard in the new Tacoma with an I-Force turbocharged engine. It's a truck built for the bold. See your Toyota dealer today. They make it easy. Jose Soriano on the mound, 26-year-old right-hander of the Dominican Republic, third season in the big leagues, making his 25th start this year. Last time out, 4 innings, 7 runs, 7 hits, and a loss to the Rays. Leads Major League Baseball with 26 double plays turned behind him. Leads Major League Baseball with 66% ground ball rate. At home, though, this year at the Big A in 13 starts is 1-7 with a 5.56 ERA, making his first start, second appearance against the Dodgers in his career. Yoshinobu Yamamoto on the mound, 10-7, 2.51 ERA, 26-year-old right-hander making his 23rd start. With 139 strikeouts so far this year, it's already surpassed last year's total. Currently ranks 4th in batting average against in the National League and 4th in ERA, 5th in WHIP. Last time out, 5 2/3 shutout innings in Tampa. Yoshinobu Yamamoto, Jose Soriano, Dodgers and Angels. We're 15 minutes away from the first pitch. Keys to the game are next. I'm Tim Cates, the world champion Los Angeles Dodgers Audio Network.
LA's best sports star. That's a good endorsement there.
AM 570 LA Sports.
Take me out to Morongo, where I can watch all the games, with thousands of slot machines and blackjack and big screen TVs from the front to the back. So just grab a seat at the sideline. You won't miss a play when you go, 'cause the good times are only right here at Morongo.
We want to remind you that every time the Dodgers win, Cars for Kids wins because we're making a donation. And you should too. Donate that old car to Cars for Kids now. Call 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS today, and they'll pick up your car as soon as tomorrow. It's the quickest, easiest way to get rid of your unused vehicle. Call 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS or go to carsforkids.org. That's 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS or go to carsforkids.org. Remember, that's Cars with a K.
LA County has seen its share of devastation this year, testing the strength of our communities. I'm Dave Roberts, manager of LA's favorite ball club. In LA, we don't give up, we rebuild. And I love a strong comeback story. Our residents heard the call and stepped up in remarkable ways. We'll stand shoulder to shoulder to rebuild. And we're not finished. Water for LA is more than pipes and pumps. It's about protecting what we love, our homes, our health, and our environment. Learn more at waterforla.com.
Hey, it's Freddie Freeman. When it comes to your child's health, you want the all-star team from Children's Hospital Los Angeles. U.S. News & World Report has once again named CHLA the #1 hospital in California and ranked in the top 10 nationally for kids. Learn more today at chla.org.
Our California teams prepare to win with a great game plan, and so can you. Empower yourself and your family. Get connected, start the conversation about aging, and find helpful resources at aging.ca.gov. That's aging.ca.gov.
This is Morongo Casino Dodgers on deck.
Boomer is the dog. Doesn't he look good? I just follow this picture all the way. And there he is. Boomer's dad.
That was kind of a change from the everyday thing that we normally do as far as baseball cards are concerned.
Hey, I have a Labrador. Where's my card?
You know, a little bit different, and it turned out to be a fun experience.
It was just when the camera crew tried to leave that there was a problem. You can't leave.
Track on what is happening tonight in San Francisco as the Giants play host to those Padres. Dodgers and Angels coming up next. This has been Morongo Casino Dodgers on deck on the world champion Los Angeles Dodgers Audio Network.
World Series champion Los Angeles Dodgers.
This is just the beginning of this team's title window.
Get out the way, get out the way, get out the way. Yeah.
This has been Morongo Casino. Dodgers on deck on the world champion Dodgers Audio Network.
You either with me or against me, though.
Living out their dream. They've added even more. Now we go for 2 in a row.
Win, 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 win. Yeah. Curve everything else. Win, 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 win.
In the backyard and dreaming about this moment.
Start chasing that chip. Stop. Win, 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 win.
This has been Morongo Casino. Dodgers on deck. The MVP for fun, food, and good times. Dodgers baseball is brought to you by Superior Grocers.
Quality, variety, and value.
Shakey's Pizza.
Get more meal for deal at Shakey's.com.
And by Estrella Jalisco.
Back-to-back home runs in the bottom of the ninth.
First pitch is just moments away on your home of the world champion LA Dodgers. The home of the world champion LA Dodgers. KLAC KYSR HD2 Los Angeles. Make us a preset on the free iHeartRadio app.
National League West Division champion. 10,000 hours.
There's still more steps to take.
Get to stepping.
So go ahead and give us the flowers. Just getting started. Gotta know by now it's way more than luck.
This team has continued to pour resources into the roster.
All eyes on us.
Welcome to world champion LA Dodgers baseball.
Always remember what it felt like to be part of the best damn baseball team in the world.
In the world.
Zoom in, zoom out, zoom up. They wear the crown. All eyes on us.
Dodgers baseball is brought to you by Budweiser.
This Bud's for you.
Galpin Motors.
Family owned and operated since 1946.
LA County Public Works.
Recycling beverage containers is a triple play.
Children's Hospital LA.
From colds to cancer, we got this.
Coffee Hot Dogs.
A SoCal treasure. Local. Original. Great.
And by Daniel's Jewelers.
Making diamond dreams come true since 1948.
Stick around because first pitch is next. Right here on the world champion LA Dodgers Audio Network. Play ball!
At Verizon, lock in our low price, plus free roaming included in Mexico. Discover the best carne asada, never miss a text from the group chat, and save big with Verizon while you do it. Switch and get 4 lines for just $30 per line. See? Just $30 per line per month with unlimited welcome with auto pay plus taxes and fees. Plus calls, text, and data in Mexico included, so you can use your phone sin problema. Stop by your Los Angeles Verizon store today. For unlimited welcome in times of congestion, unlimited 5G and 4G LTE may be temporarily slower than other traffic. Domestic data roaming at 2G speeds.
Another pitch, another play, and another legendary moment with the boys in blue. But what makes the game even better? A beer that's beyond ordinary. Asahi Super Dry. With its crisp, clean taste and bold character, Asahi goes beyond what you expect in a beer. It's a drink for those who crave more. So whether you're cheering for a walk-off or just exploring new experiences, grab an Asahi Super Dry and go beyond the ordinary. Because with Asahi, it's always beyond expect. Asahi Super Dry. Always drink responsibly.
At UCLA Health, discovery and innovation lead to the best care. Our doctors and nurses work tirelessly every day to bring you the best experience so you can live your best life. It's why we are consistently ranked as a top hospital nationwide for 35 consecutive years by U.S. News and World Report. Go to uclahealth.org to schedule an appointment today at one of over 280 locations in Southern California.
This is going to be one of those games that you're going to have to fight the elements. Wow! And I don't think that'll be the last bat toss we see tonight.
I would imagine not. As he slid behind Neto, took out his legs, but Neto held onto the ball.
Check out what our cameras caught. That's right. Smacking himself in the face. He really likes to pump himself up and make himself angry.
Oh, he used the hat. That's pretty nice.
Yeah, take a bow. All right, absolutely.
I feel like food and sharing a meal with someone is a universal language. You can't go to a ballpark and not have a nice hot dog. So If I'm at the ballpark, I'm gonna get a nice heavy glizzy. You gotta have chili on there, you gotta have cheese. If your hot dog isn't bending in the middle because it's like about to fall apart, then you're not doing it right. So you gotta have a glizzy and then something cold, whatever it is, beer, lemonade. You gotta have something cold to wash that hot dog down with.
For you. Plus, get a complimentary.
And now your voices of the LA Dodgers.
Rick Monday and Tim Neverett.
Live from Angels Stadium in Anaheim. It's the opening game of a 3-game series as the Dodgers will leave Los Angeles, come down to Orange County, and take on the Angels. Hi, everybody. Rick Monday alongside Tim Neverett and with producer-engineer Dwayne McDonald as we get set to go. Glorious evening in Southern California. The Angels in the background taking the field, and for the Dodgers with a loss that was very uncomfortable yesterday, losing at 5-4, the final game of the series against the Toronto Blue Jays. And tonight against the Angels, it's going to be Yoshinobu Yamamoto on the mound. Here's the rest of the starting lineup for Dave Roberts' world champions, who are 68-50, a 2-game lead now in front of the Padres for first place in the Western Division. Shohei Ohtani, the designated hitter. Ohtani with a 9-game hitting streak where he's hit .457. Mookie Betts, last 7 games, hitting at .310, will bat second and play at shortstop. Freddie Freeman is at first. Will Smith behind the plate doing the catching. Max Muncy is at third base. In center is Andy Pages. Michael Conforto is in left. Alex Freeland starts at second base. And Alex Call will get the call and play in right field, and Call will bat in the number 9 spot. Jose Soriano on the mound, the hard-throwing right-hander going for the Angels. Soriano is 7-9, and for Yamamoto, 10-7. And for Yamamoto, he has not allowed a home run in his last 4 starts. And for Yamamoto, you start to look at what he's done the last number of years, including this year. The last 7 starts, his earned run average is below 2. The umpiring assignments, Dan Iasonia will work the plate. He's the crew chief. He'll call the balls and strikes. Scott Berry is at first. C.B. Buckner umpiring at second base. And Adam Beck is over at third. We will join you tomorrow, same start times, 5:30 with the Bronco Casino Dodgers on Deck show. First pitch at 6:38. And the former Dodger, Tyler Anderson, will deliver that pitch for the Angels. And it's going to be Emmett Sheehan on the mound for the Dodgers. Happy to have you with us. Game 1 at 3, Dodgers and Angels from Anaheim. Over the play, here's Tim.
Thank you, Mo. Shohei Ohtani's first at bat, brought to you by Asahi Super Dry Beer, embodying the refreshing taste of modern Japan. Go beyond the expected. Jose Soriano, the right-hander out of Santo Domingo in the Dominican Republic, ready to go. He kicks and fires, and it's outside ball 1. And we are underway at 6:38 in the evening. 76 wonderful degrees, clear skies. Time and temp brought to you by Bank of America, the official bank of the Los Angeles Dodgers. 1 ball, no strikes to Ohtani. He'll take one low, and it's now 2-0. Ohtani's homered in back-to-back games, 41. He and Kyle Schwarber, the Phillies, tied for the National League lead in homers. 2 ball, no strike. Pitch from Soriano. And that is on the inside edge for a called strike, says Dan Iasonia. 2-1. Well, the left-handed batter jumping a little bit out of the way. Pitch was in under the hands, but right on the corner. 2-1 out of the stretch. Here's the kick, the delivery. And Shohei takes low and away, 3-1.
That was the curveball. Soriano, as we mentioned, hard thrower. He's already shown 98 here in the opening frame.
Ohtani hitting .284. He's driven in 77. 3-1. He swings, hits a ground ball to the right side of the infield. Scooping it up on the outfield grass, Luis Rengifo. He throws over to first, and Ohtani is out. 4-3 the putout. 1 away, and here's Mookie Betts. Betts has hit in 5 straight now. And during that time, hitting .409 overall, .240 with 12 home runs. Dodgers shortstop steps in. 1 out, nobody on. Soriano ready to throw. His pitch is a breaking ball inside for ball 1.
Soriano, as we mentioned in the pregame show, first pitches in at-bats this year. He's given up a .380 batting average again. So does he change his style and presentation?
Next offer, outside, and it's now 2-0 to Betts. Well, the one thing for sure that Soriano has excelled at, that's keeping the ball on the ground. He leads Major League Baseball in ground ball percentage, 66.9% of the time. He'll get a ground ball. Mookie hits a line drive, though, down the right field side. It slices foul. That'll be a strike on Betts. As far as the home runs are concerned, Soriano has been very stingy. He's allowed just 8. 4 to right-handers, 4 to lefties. 2-ball, 1 strike count to Betts. And Soriano steps and delivers. And Mookie hits it hard on the ground through the whole left side. That's a base hit. 103rd hit of the season for Mookie Betts, and the Dodgers with a man aboard for Freddie Freeman.
Tim, you know something else we're seeing with Betts over the last week or so? We're beginning to see the ball come off the bat a little bit more as far as the velocity off the bat. Not because he's swinging harder, just the swing is more compact, getting the barrel of the bat through, making solid connection.
You know, that may be from his time he spent recently in Tampa with J.D. Martinez. Here's Freddie, and Freeman looks at a pitch up high. What I mean by that is one of the things that J.D. Martinez always talked about was compressing his swing. That's what JD was all about. And some of that conversation may have rubbed off a little bit on Mookie Betts. It's a 1-0. Freddie taps one foul, rolling over toward the Dodger dugout on the first base side.
And just stop to think is that's the second transition that Betts has made. Remember in the All-Star break, he went home to Nashville, worked with keeping a medicine ball-like ball in between his elbows during a swing and working on that. I have no idea how that was supposed to work.
Now a 1-1 pitch from Soriano to Freddie Freeman. Way up high and away. 2 balls and a strike.
But I think this new approach, as you were talking about with J.D. Martinez, it's a much freer type of a swing. He does not look constricted.
I used to talk to JD about that, and he would just show me with his hands. He would go, it's just here to here. You know, just a short distance from one side to the other when you're hitting. And he would compress the swing, meaning he would shorten it. So essentially the Mark McGwire, statement that he would talk about hitting all the time, short to it, long through it.
You want to shorten the distance it takes the barrel of the bat to get to the baseball.
3-1 to Freddie Freeman. Betts off of first, 1 out. Pitch. Freddie lines it to Rengifo. He makes a sliding stop on the line drive. And Freddie is out. Back to first safely as Betts. 2 down.
That ball was smacked.
Well, came off the bat 112 miles an hour, and Rengifo's glove got in the way.
Well, Soriano wants a new baseball. He wants one that's round.
Because that one isn't anymore.
Not that one.
Now Will Smith looking to get back in the groove again, still leading all hitters in the National League with a .310 average, although he's just shy of plate appearances to technically qualify for the lead. So when you pick up the league leaders sheet today, Freddie Freeman's on top with a .305 average. Pitch. And the breaking ball outside and low.
I said on a pregame show, I feel like we should be given a traffic report. If you're southbound on the 57 trying to get off at Orangethorpe and come to the ballpark, take your times. A little bit of a line, but it's moving.
Very helpful. We'll get an update from you later. There's a 1-0. The throw doesn't go to the plate. It goes to first base instead. Nolan Shonowell tried to apply the tag on Betts, but he was already back to the base. Yeah, we both have a great view of the 57 right in front of the Honda Center.
Which resembles a little bit of the parking lot right now.
Yes, it does. Stretch in the 1-0. And Will looks at it on the outside corner for a called strike. Came with a 97-mile-an-hour sinker. Sun not a factor on the field right now. Just a perfect night here. Slight breeze going out to right center. 1-1 the count. Pitch. And that is scooped up with a backhand by Travis d'Arnaud, the catcher.
Well, Soriano, we mentioned the first pitch of at-bats, a 380 batting average. Well, he's found a way right here in the first inning to get around that. He's not thrown first pitch for a strike.
For whatever reason, Jose Soriano has struggled on this particular mound. He's 1-7 at home. And Smith tried to check his swing, and he could not. Appeal down to first base umpire Scott Berry, and he'll ring up a strike. So 2 balls, 2 strikes to Will Smith, 2 out, and Mookie Betts at first.
Soriano works off the first base side of the pitching rubber. I mean, his toes are barely in contact with the rubber.
Here's a 2-2 pitch now to Smith. He swings and smacks it right to Rengifo, makes a head-high catch near the second base bag. No runs ahead, a man left. And at the end of a half inning in Anaheim, it's the Dodgers nothing and the Angels coming to bat.
Take your fun higher at Harrah's Resort SoCal with the help of Funner California Mayor Martin Short. Test your luck at one of 500 slots or over 50 table games. Then level up.
Yamamoto getting set to go to work for the Dodgers. 2.51 ERA, 4th in the National League. And his 199 batting average against, also 4th in the National League. Good start last time out in Tampa Bay. But the Heat got him at the end. Still didn't give up a run and got a victory over the Rays that day. Makes his 23rd start. Getting ready to face Zach Neto, the right-handed hitting shortstop. Neto, and then the left-handed hitting first baseman Nolan Shonowell, and then Mike Trout after that. So the first pitch from Yamamoto tonight is swung on and hit high in the air to right center and deep. This ball headed back to the wall. It is gone. It's a leadoff home run for Zach Neto, who has just set an Angels team record with his 8th leadoff home run of the season, passing Brian Downing in 1987. And on the first pitch of the game, Yamamoto surrenders the home run, and the Angels lead it 1-0.
And Yamamoto had not allowed a home run in any of his last 4 starts. Took only 1 pitch tonight.
Well, the ball carries well to right field, and a few years ago they changed the home run line. It's halfway up the scoreboard, just on top of the wall. You used to have to hit it over the scoreboard here, but no question that was hit over the scoreboard. And now Shonowell swings at a pitch and hits it near the warning track in slight left center field, caught by Andy Pages, and there's one away. So for Neto, his 18th career home run, or 18th home run of the season. But again, it's his 8th leadoff home run, which, as I mentioned, is the new Angels record. And another guy looking for a milestone is Mike Trout, the designated hitter, up 2 home runs away from 400. And Yamamoto kicks and fires, and a swing and a miss, strike one. 1 out, nobody on, 1-0. Yamamoto threw a 4-seamer to start the game at 96 miles an hour, and it was in the go zone for Zach Neto. 1 ball, 1 strike to Mike Trout. Pitch. And that's up. 2 balls and a strike. At Children's Hospital Los Angeles, groundbreaking research meets world-class expertise and treatment. U.S. News and World Report once again has named CHLA the #1 hospital in California. Learn more today at chla.org. Splitter cut on and missed, and it's strike 2 to Trout. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Angels up 1-0. When they score first, their record is 33-26. 2-2. That's in the dirt. 3-2. So Neto ambushed the first pitch. Opposite field home run over the scoreboard and right. And now a payoff pitch from Yamamoto. And Trout takes inside, ball 4. 1 on and 1 out for the Angels here in the bottom of the first inning. Taylor Ward, the batter, he's had career highs this year in home runs and in runs batted in. 27 homers, 87 runs knocked in. And he has been a terror against the Dodgers last couple of seasons, hitting over 400 against Los Angeles. And he takes a strike here. Right-handed batter, the left fielder, hitting .234. Well, Yamamoto out of the stretch. Alex Freeland playing up the middle, just to the right of second base. And Freeman holding Trout at first. The pitch. And that is outside. Skipped at the plate. Backhanded by Will Smith.
Yeah, it's nicely caught by Will Smith. Otherwise, there's a runner at second. Those are just the little things that you look at with a catcher. How many pitches does he save a pitcher from having a wild pitch?
Here's the 1-1 now to Ward from Yamamoto. And it is just inside. Ward leaping back to get out of the way. 2 balls and a strike.
Yamamoto, Tim, to this point, has not dialed in that strike zone like we normally see him operate.
He is set on top of the hill. 2-1 pitch. Pretty good location. Just missed off the outside corner, apparently, with a cutter. And he falls behind Ward here, 3-1. Three ball, 1 strike count, 1 out. Trout leads at first. And the pitch on the way. Strike called in the corner. 4-seamer at 95. A full count, 1 out. See if the Angels decide to start Trout or not, to maybe stay out of a double play. And he does not go, and the pitch. Wow, that looked like it was right down the middle, and it was called ball 4. Well, not behind the plate, so I can't tell you where it was, other than where I think it was. But I think that Ward just got a gift.
It was down the middle, and it was not low.
Yeah, I think Taylor Ward just had himself a gift. So back-to-back walks. Yamamoto giving up 2 in a row. And this brings up Yoan Moncada. Switch hitter batting left-handed. 2 on and 1 out. Dodgers need a double play, and Moncada hits it between first and second. That is into right field, a base hit. Trout speeding around third. He'll score. Throw goes into second. It's 2-0 Angels. An RBI base hit for Yoan Moncada.
Well, we talked about the Dodgers maybe trying to hit the first pitch from Soriano, who's given up a .380 average first pitch of at-bats. But it's the Angels that have put the first pitch into play now for the second time tonight.
Ward goes first to third. Runners at the corners for Joe Adell. And Adell having a career year, too. 25 homers, 70 runs batted in. Well, the Angels have given the Dodgers fits. They took all 3 games at Dodger Stadium back in May and have gotten off to a 2-0 start here tonight in Game 1. Pitch inside to Adell, taken for a ball.
Well, Adell recently sat down with Torrey Hunter and has paid off. The last 5 games, he's hit 4 home runs, knocked in 9. That broke a stretch where he was 3 for 25.
Right-handed batter waits, and Yamamoto deals the 0-1. It's cut on and missed, a splitter.
There's never been a question about Adell. We've talked about it at length. I mean, the ability is just unlimited. And he says, Hunter told him, he says, look, when you have power, the left side of the field will show up. Don't worry about trying to pull the ball. It's going to be there.
And the 0-2 on the way to Joe Adell. Takes it low. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Ward the runner at third base. Moncada is at first. And Joe Adell, the right-handed batter, looks out, and here's the 1-2 from Yamamoto. That swung on and popped up foul down the right side. Alex called a long run, and he's not going to get there. He was an all-out sprint from his position in right all the way to the sidewall, but it was beyond that and into the seats.
So getting back to Adell and Torrey Hunter, not worrying about pulling the ball. He says, hey, look, you're strong enough. You can hit the ball anywhere. Of course, Adell's had a good relationship with Torrey Hunter for a long time. Adell played with Torrey's son at the minor league level.
Adell swings the bat back and forth, draws it back now and waits for the 1-2. Yamamoto fires. It is low and in, 2 balls, 2 strikes.
And to me, Adell also has a different stance. It's a little wider. He's crouched at the knees and at the waist. It used to be a much more upright stance.
This will be the 21st pitch for Yamamoto in the bottom of the first inning. And a 2-2 coming. And the pitch. Strike 3 call. 96, fastball down the middle at the knees. And Adell is out. That's the first strikeout for Yamamoto. 2 men away with runners at the corners for Luis Rengifo, the second baseman. Rengifo, a switch hitter, batting left-handed. Ward, a lead in foul territory off of third base. Short lead at first for Moncada. First pitch now to Rengifo. Swinging a ground ball. Leaping stab by Max Muncy at third. He'll throw on to first to get Rengifo. For the Angels, 2 runs, 2 hits, 2 left. No Dodger errors. Home run by Zach Neto to lead it all off. We go to the second inning in Anaheim. It's
I'm going to go check out Food Truck Row. So, what did you guys get today?
Philly cheesesteaks.
Both of you got the same thing. Are they that good?
Oh, yeah.
Got a hot dog and some fries.
Just kind of basic ballpark.
Chicken bacon sandwich.
Philly cheesesteak. Okay.
And some
crinkle cut fries.
Okay, where are you guys from?
We're from Dallas.
Dallas. That's what's fun about baseball. It brings different regions together, not just the ball and glove and bat, but what we're eating.
They flip with the glove. That was not a good idea.
All he needed to do was try to get the lead guy by giving him a nice, easy feed.
No, stay on your feet. No. I thought he was going to stay on his feet.
Uh-oh. The Goose did not know that the game was starting. Maybe the Goose thought it was 6:45 first pitch time.
Oh, man, off the glove and off the dome. He's saying, oh, man, what happened? It's a moment that he'll never forget. And that'll be on the blooper everywhere.
We wanted to introduce something new. And then working in some of our past and what the past can look like in the future. I think our players absolutely love it, and our fans, we think they'll learn to love it, especially if you can win in it. That kind of solves everything.
Dodgers broadcast booth on your official home of Los Angeles Dodgers baseball.
Max Muncy will lead off for the Dodgers in the second inning. 2-0 Angels. Dodgers with some work to do here in game one. Jose Soriano, the Angel right-hander, throws home, and Muncy takes a breaking ball outside, ball one. Top of the second inning brought to you by Budweiser. This Bud's for you. Well, Muncy waiting. Darno sets the target on the outer half. Now the 1-0 pitch goes outside again. 2 balls, no strikes. Overall, Muncy is a .261 hitter. But since coming off the injured list, he's hitting well over .430. Now a 2-0. And Muncy will take a strike. 2 balls, 1 strike. Sinker right down the middle from Soriano. Soriano signed with the Angels as a teenager out of the Dominican Republic back in 2016. And in the spring of 2020, or the winter of 2020, he was selected by Pittsburgh in the Rule 5 draft. There's a strike called, 2-2. But he got injured, had surgeries, and eventually the Pirates the next year returned Soriano after the 2021 season. Didn't pitch much. 2-2. And Muncy swings and fouls it off. And let's pause 10 seconds for station ID on the World Champion Dodgers Audio Network.
The home of the world champion LA Dodgers. KLAC KYSR HD2 Los Angeles. Make us a preset on the free iHeartRadio app.
2-2 pitch, and Muncy hits a high fly ball to center field. Backing up on it is Bryce Tedesco, and he will make the catch in the deepest corner of the outfield here to the right of dead center. It goes out a little bit further. It's 396 to dead center, but as it goes out toward right center, a little deeper than that, that's where the ball was hit. But a long out for Muncy, and there's 1 away. Andy Pages, 278 to start the night. Right-handed hitting center fielder. He will take inside. Ball one.
Soriano at the minor league level played for one of the billboarded names of teams. And if you were a collector of minor league team caps.
There's a swing and a foul tip into the glove of Darno.
2 years ago, Soriano was playing for the Rocket City Trash Pandas.
You like that name, huh?
It's different.
That's what they call a raccoon in those parts. A trash panda. 1 ball and 1 strike. The count and the pitch from Soriano. And that's their first strike call. And a sinker down the middle. You know, he's been getting away with that sinker down the middle. The Dodgers, a number of hitters already.
Dodgers have had. Manager was not pleased, nor was anyone else. Collected 7 walks in the last 2 innings. 13 walks in the ball game. But over those last 2 innings, 0 hits. Left the bases loaded in both the 8th and the 9th and lost 5-4.
1 ball, 2 strike pitch. And Pages tried to hold his swing, and he could not. It peeled down to first, and Scott Perry rings up another strike. Pages strikes out, 2 away. First strikeout for Soriano.
And that's a big breaking ball, and it's off the plate outside.
Michael Conforto, left-handed batter. 2 men out, nobody on. Angels up 2-0. Moncada, even with the bag, way off the line at third for the lefty up. And a strike called outside half of the plate with a sinker.
The Dodgers know where they are located. I'm not talking about geographically. I'm talking about in the standings. 2 in front of San Diego. Padres are in San Francisco playing the Giants tonight.
0-1 pitch. Swung on and missed with a high fastball. It's high and in. And Conforto down in the count, 0-2. We'll keep you updated on the score. It is officially scoreboard watching season. We've been in it.
Especially the fact Padres have won 7 of 10. Dodgers have gone 5-5 their last 10.
0-2 pitch from Soriano to Conforto. And it's up high with a fastball.
But for the Dodgers, they're hearing the footsteps closer and closer. Remember, on the 4th of July, the Dodgers had a 9-game lead in the West.
One ball, 2-strike pitch from Soriano. Inside borderline pitch went Conforto's way. Count is 2-2. Conforto at 190. He has been battling it all season long. He's not been able to get to the 200 mark. 2-2 pitch. He swings and strikes out at a curveball. 2 strikeouts in the inning, both on curves by Soriano. Dodgers done in order. Through an inning and a half at Anaheim, it's the Angels 2, Dodgers nothing.
AM5.
It is a 1933 Gaudi Babe Ruth card. It is 8.5 PSA. It's graded higher than the one in the Smithsonian.
This card at one point came with a packet or a stick of chewing gum.
This card actually is almost a century old. It was bought for a penny.
So the fact that just the heritage of a card like this is now coming up almost 90 years later into an auction, it's a pretty special moment.
Travis d'Arnaud is going to lead off for the Angels here against Yamamoto. Right-handed hitting catcher takes a strike. d'Arnaud was a Dodger for what, 2 or 3 days? A few years ago. Swings and grounds it wide of third, foul. But he was with the Braves for a while. He's made himself a very nice career in Major League Baseball. And now catching in his home state, home region in Southern California. 0-2 pitch from Yamamoto to d'Arnaud. It's low with a splitter. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And d'Arnaud looks out. And the pitch coming. Here it is. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Fastball at 95 got him. Second strikeout of the ball game for Yamamoto. Both of them have come on fastballs. 1 away, and Bryce Tadosio will come up. Center fielder. Work hard and play hard in a new Tacoma with an iForce turbocharged engine. It's a truck built for the bold. See your Toyota dealer today. They make it easy. First pitch to Tadosio is a strike. He's out of Malden High School in South Carolina. He went to Clemson after that, but he's not the only player from Malden High School in uniform tonight. Justin Dean of the Dodgers also went there. And he is looking on from the dugout tonight as Tadosio is at the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike pitch from Yamamoto. And he went around, says home plate umpire Dan Iasonia. Tried to hold up, couldn't do it. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
This is only his 8th game that he's played. He's 5 for 17. Also, he's swiped 3 bases.
Well, Teodosio waits, and he checks his swing this time on a slider down low and away. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out, nobody on. 2-0 Angels. Zach Neto, a leadoff home run in the first. 2-2 delivery from Yamamoto. Swings, fouls it back. Still 2-2. Yamamoto has been good on the road. 7-3 on the road. The opposition hitting 179 against him. And in 12 road starts, his ERA away from Dodger Stadium, 163. 2-2 is up high. 3-2.
He just had difficulty dialing in. Normally very good command of the strike zone, but he's having to feel his way through it, at least at the beginning of this one.
Teodosio steps in. Tall right-handed hitter. And the pitch. 3-2 right there. Called strike 3. Fastball right down the middle at 97. Well, 3 strikeouts on fastballs, 2 of them looking.
Hey, friends, this weekend, join MLB and the Dodgers in celebrating Players Weekend as players bring their stories to life through personalized bats, cleats, and a whole lot more. So visit MLB.com/Players Weekend.
Back to the top of the order. Zach Neto takes an inside pitch. So Neto's leadoff home run, in case you joined us late, it was his 8th this year, which sets a single season Angels record, passing Brian Downing, who had 7 in 1987. And Neto looks out at Yamamoto. Now the 2-0 pitch. That's low, 3-0. Neto out of Miami, Florida. Angels first rounder in 2022. Swings, fouls one back. 3 balls and a strike to Neto.
He's put together a rather solid season. This is, for Neto, game number 100 of the year.
Started the season a little late. We didn't see him in spring training in the games we saw the Angels. He was still recovering from an injury. Now a 3-1 offer from Yamamoto. And he's thrown it low and he's walked him. 3rd walk issued in the game by Yamamoto.
And here's a guy you walk him. He has 21 stolen bases.
He's tried it a lot. He's been caught 8 times.
Yamamoto has given up 6 stolen bases in the 9 attempts against him.
Yamamoto reaches down for the rosin bag. Passing in his right pitching hand, then drops it. And now the home plate umpire, Dan Iasonia, has asked him to move the rosin bag. It was too far to the third base side.
They don't want to be able to see it from home plate.
First pitch coming to Yoshinobu. Left-handed batter fouls it off to our left.
We talked about it before with Neto. He has a kind of unusual leadoff as he turns his upper body towards the second base bag.
Stretched by Yamamoto, and the 0-1 pitch will wait, throw to first base, and diving back was Neto.
He looks like he's about ready to start 5,000-meter Olympic contests where you're not coming out of the blocks, but you are turned sideways and pointing to that direction.
He's just waiting for the starter's pistol to go off. Here's the 0-1 now to Yoshinobu. Well, there goes the runner. Yamamoto steps up. He throws to second, and they got him. Neto took off before any move from Yamamoto. Yamamoto looked at first, didn't see him, threw to second, got him in plenty of time. And that's that for the Angels in the bottom of the second inning. We'll head to the third. It's the Angels 2, Dodgers nothing.
When you want Dodgers, the only home is AM 570 LA Sports.
Escape the confines of the city for the expansive beauty of the San Diego.
Oppo Taco.
I'm going to guess it's an opposite field, upper deck, maybe something like a...
Yeah, home run to the opposite field. Yeah. You got it.
This is a good one, a hack.
I don't know. I mean, is it the same as like the layman's term hack, like a bad chef?
You've guessed correctly.
Okay.
Someone's a hack, you know, someone that's just mailing it in.
Yeah.
They're not putting their heart into it.
Let's open this up. Take a look at what we find. Looks like we've got Lauren Shahadi.
Animation is great.
We got Robert Flores, one of the stars of MLB Central with Lauren Shahadi. Then we got Mark DeRosa. Look at that. He looks like Superman, does he not? Right?
He was when he was with the Cubs.
Harold Reynolds looking ripped in a tracksuit in Studio 42. There I am. The hair's all
I know this guy.
Look at that jawline.
2-0 Angels, top of the third. Second baseman Alex Freeland will lead off. Switch hitter batting left against Jose Soriano. Soriano ready to go. Moncada in on the grass at third. And the pitch is down low for ball one. Well, how about the caught stealing there? The pickoff caught stealing where, I mean, Neto had 7 steps before he was even noticed. Pitch outside.
Well, Yamamoto never looked over. It was audibly the rest of his teammates and the entire first base dugout were yelling, "There he goes."
2-0 pitch. Freeland fouls it off one of his feet. Yeah, but it was one of those situations where once he realized the runner was going, he looked at first, and you could tell his surprise to look over there and not see him. He said, "Where did he go?" And then he threw a strike to second base to get him. But Neto with an enormously large jump. 2 balls and a strike to Alex Freeland. Soriano's pitch swung on, fouled off to our left, way up into the upper deck.
By the way, traffic report, southbound 57 is moving nice and easy.
It's cleared up.
Yep.
That report brought to you by Rick Monday. Well, a 2-2 on the way to Alex Freeland. He swings and hits a ground ball to first. That's scooped up on a short hop by Shonowell. He steps on the bag in the same motion, and there's one down. Hey, Dodger fans, listen to the game. Have your favorite food delivered with Uber Eats. Just open the app, order from a local spot, and enjoy every moment of the action. Alex Call in there for Teoscar Hernandez tonight. Dave Roberts telling us in the dugout before the game today that Teoscar's just not right now. I'm going to give him a breather. And Call, who was acquired at the trading deadline from the Washington Nationals, takes ball one. His combined numbers between Washington and the Dodgers, 269, 3 home runs, 26 runs batted in. Strike called to him. Curveball from Soriano. Call with 56 hits on the season, 208 at bats. He'll play the corner outfield spots and in right field tonight. 1-1, looks at one off the plate. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, they played the third baseman in just in front of the third base bag. The outfield a little bit the opposite direction.
Soriano's 2-1. Swung on, ground ball to short. Backhanded by Neto. Sets his feet, throws hard to first, and retires call 6-3. 2 away. And back to the top of the order, Shohei Ohtani. For Ohtani, this is the second series in Anaheim as a visitor. And both Dodger fans and Angel fans applauding him. This time he comes to the plate. 0 for 1 in the ball game, and he takes a strike here at the knees. Ohtani grounded out to Luis Rengifo at second base, his first time up. He's got a 9-game hitting streak going. Pitch is low, and it's 1-1.
That was a splitter.
Last 7 games, Ohtani's hitting .321, 9 for 28, 3 home runs. Swings and fouls one back to the screen. Behind him, 1-2.
Back-to-back splitters.
Ohtani, another home run yesterday. That's 2 games in a row. Trying for the hat trick here tonight. Here's the kick and the 1-2. Way high and outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Ohtani. 2 out, nobody on. 2-0 Angels here in the third. Infield swung around to the right.
3 consecutive splitters.
Here comes a 2-2 from Soriano. And that's inside and low. This time a sinker. Full count to Ohtani. Mookie Betts on deck. (3-2) pitch from the Angel right-hander. And Ohtani swings and strikes out. Threw him a curveball. Ohtani's 0 for 2. Third strikeout for Soriano through 2.5 at Angels Stadium. It's the Angels.
I want to ask you about food. What is something that you have to eat to be the judge?
Oh, Aaron Judge! Send him to Monument Park now!
Oh, we got some good chefs in New York. They've been cooking up some nice chopped cheeses, and that kind of, it gets you, yeah. I don't know if I should tell the kids that they should be eating chopped cheese before a game.
Before the game, probably steak. That's usually what I go to.
I like a steak, no vegetables.
No vegetables?
No vegetables.
No, is it straight protein?
Yeah.
Dodgers audio.
Yoshinobu gets a clean count and starts the bottom of the third inning. 2-0 Angels. He was left at the altar when Zach Neto was caught stealing. So looks at a pitch low, ball 1 ball, no strikes. Yoshinobu, 271 hitter. 0 for 1 tonight. Fly to center field in the first. Yamamoto's next pitch snapped down and away. 2 balls, no strikes. Holding the bat high above his back left shoulder is Yoshinobu. He takes a strike. 2-1. Fastball clipped the outside corner. And a 2-1 pitch. That's in there for a strike. Came back with a curveball. And again, working the outside corner against Yoshinobu, the first baseman. Mike Trout on deck. Betts playing toward the middle to the left of second base. Way off the bag and deep. Playing the shortstop position essentially is Muncy. And Yoshinobu chases a splitter down and away. He strikes out. Fourth strikeout in the first one on a splitter for Yamamoto. One down. At AM/PM, when the Dodgers steal a base at home, you score a free hot dog and any 12-ounce slim Coca-Cola. Redeem your free feast in the AM/PM app. Let's play ball. AM/PM, too much good stuff. Now Trout will take a strike. He walked and scored in the first inning. And Trout tied with Dale Murphy on the all-time home run list with 398. Swings and fouls one behind him for strike two. The current leader, active leader, is Giancarlo Stanton of the Yankees. He has 439 home runs. We were discussing this earlier in the booth today. Imagine if both Trout and Stanton stayed healthy. How many they'd have. 0-2, fastball up. I mean, you'd have to think Stan would be over 5 and Trout probably pushing 500. Now the 1-2. Swung on and a ground ball off the glove of Yamamoto. Behind the second base bag, Alex Freeland is there. Throws on to first in time to get Trout. 2 down.
Well, if you look at the Angels this year as a team, they've had only just 1 month where they had the winning record. That was in June. They were 15-11. May they were at 500, 14-14. But unfortunately, they have 9 consecutive losing seasons. That's the longest active streak in baseball.
Pitch outside to the left fielder, Taylor Ward. Ward walked his first time up.
So the Angels are 9 consecutive. The Rockies are 7. Of course, that counts this year because the Rockies have already clinched having a miserable year.
That might have started in April.
Boy, right after the anthem.
It's bad. It is not good. They have 87 losses already. Make it 88. They lost again, 3-2 to the Cardinals tonight in St. Louis. So they're 30-88. Saw one of the Rocky scouts here today and said, see you guys next week. Dodgers have 4 up in Denver on the road after the weekend series against San Diego. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Taylor Ward. 2 down, nobody on. Angels with a 2-0 lead. And Yamamoto out of the wind. He rocks and fires one home. It's low and in. 3-2, full count. 53 pitches to this point in the game for Yamamoto. Well, he steps straight back, facing home plate. Now he turns and fires. And the 3-2, called ball 4. Well, I tell you what, Taylor Ward has an interesting strike zone tonight. Yamamoto thought he had the strike there. Will Smith thought he had the strike there, but Dan Iasonia is the opinion that counts behind the plate. Yoan Moncada, an RBI base hit in the first inning. Batting left-handed. He swings, hits a ground ball to second. Freeland right there, scoops it up. Little toss to first in time to get Moncada. No runs, no hits, 1 left, no Dodger errors. We go to the 4th inning. It's the Angels 2, Dodgers nothing.
AM 570.
LA's best.
Guess who that is? Roger McDowell.
Check him out. He has his uniform on upside down with the shoes on the hand, and it looks like he's walking on his hands. Has his cap hanging down. That's That's supposed to be his head. Well, the Mets really trying to turn it around. They do, however, trail in this ball game 4-0. I love that.
Home of Los Angeles Dodgers baseball.
Top of the fourth inning in Anaheim, 2-0 Angels. Mookie Betts leading off against Jose Soriano. Angel right-hander delivers, and it is inside low ball one.
Well, Tim, if this falls into a pattern, this is the inning talked about in the pregame show. Soriano's had difficulty. In the fourth inning, his ERA is 9, batting average against .376.
1 ball, no strike pitch to Mookie. And Mookie lets it go outside. Pops out of the glove of d'Arnaud. Ball 2, 2-0. Right-handed hitters, .269 average overall against him. This is his second career appearance against the Dodgers. He appeared on the 8th of July in 2023. Only faced 6 batters. 4 of them reached base. And he was taken out. Strike called to Betts, 2-1. Betts and then Freeman to follow, and then Smith after that. Angel right-hander delivering the 2-1 pitch. And Mookie hits a ground ball left side. It is snared by Yoan Moncada. Throws over to first to get him. 1 down.
Well, you can join the Dodgers anytime. How about Salvadoran Heritage Night? On the 26th of this month, that's against the Cincinnati Reds. Vibrant pregame performance, and then you can claim an exclusive Salvadoran Night jersey with a special ticket package. So come on and join us. Dodgers.com/promotions.
Well, Freddie Freeman, he's from the neighborhood right around here in Orange. First pitch to Freddie, taken for a strike. 0-1. Freeman's 0 for 1. He just scorched a line drive into the glove of the second baseman, Luis Rengifo, in the first inning. 112 miles per hour off the bat. Swings here and misses. Four-seamer at 98. No balls, 2 strikes. Soriano ready to deliver. He steps and fires. And Freddie swings and strikes out on 3 pitches.
99 up and away.
4th strikeout for Soriano. 2 down. He's going through the teeth of the Dodger order here. And Soriano has not had a great season, especially at home. 1-7 with a .556 earned run average in 13 starts in this ballpark. But tonight, he's pitching that backwards. Ball 1 to Will Smith. Sinker outside. And we're looking to get back in the hit column. He swings and it goes off of Soriano and out into center field, a base hit. That one was postmarked right for Rengifo up the middle. But it hit either Soriano or something else and deflected right between Rengifo and Neto.
Yeah, hit the left foot. Glanced off.
What the heel looked like, right? And upon further review, and kicked it out into Slight left center field for a base hit. So 2-out single for Will Smith, and here's Max Muncy. It's a back foot single.
Better than a back foot slider.
That's right. Muncy is 0 for 1. He flied to center his first time up in the second inning. Breaking ball in for a called strike.
And a curveball's first pitches in this inning.
Smith leads at first. Yoshinobu holding him. Extreme first base side of the rubber, barely making contact to Soriano. He delivers a pitch, and it's a swinging strike for Muncy. A splitter. And Max swinging right over the top for strike 2. Soriano has rolled out a pitch mix here tonight. The sequencing's been pretty good. 0-2. And Max checked his swing, and they appealed down to third base umpire Adam Beck, who confirmed it. But that was another splitter. So the curveball early in the count. He'll elevate the fastball, sinker on the corners. And now a 1-2 pitch. And Max swings, hits a ground ball to Yoshinobu, backhands it at first, reverses field, steps on the bag for the third out. No runs, a hit, a man left. At the end of 3.5, it's the Angels 2, Dodgers nothing.
When you want Dodgers.
What is it that kind of got you hooked as a foodie, so to speak?
My dad was really into food when I was a kid. He traveled for work and he would go to places all over Europe and stuff. He was in sales, and I feel like he would come home and try and cook the things he ate overseas. And so as a kid, I was exposed to a lot of like stuff that kids aren't usually exposed to. And so I credit my dad for that.
Bottom of the fourth, 2-0 Angels. And Joe Adell to face Yamamoto. On a Rick Monday, Tim Neverett with you. Dwayne McDonald, our producer-engineer, in the booth with us. Colin Yee back in our Burbank studio. Welcoming you in and thanking you for listening tonight. Now Joe Adell is arguing with Dan Iasonia. Apparently he has been issued a strike in the count on a pitch timer violation that's called on the hitter. And Adell was visibly upset at that. So an 0-1 pitch is in the dirt, 1 ball, 1 strike. So you were mentioning the fourth inning for Soriano. 6.55 ERA this year in the fourth. As Adell cracks his bat and fouls it down the third baseline. And that follows up a third inning of 1.57 in terms of ERA. But he pitched like it was the third inning, this last inning.
Well, I think he's also changed the way he's gone about attacking first hitters of innings. As we talked about the fact that the leadoff hitters hit .380 against him through the first 24 starts this year. Well, he's mixed in the breaking ball and the splitter tonight, first pitch.
1-2, swing and a miss, and a fastball, and Adell strikes out for the second time in the game. 1 away. Strikeout number 5.
And Odell was just, he was just told you can go shower.
Yeah, he had something to say to Iasonia. And now interim manager Ray Montgomery is out to get him. And so Adele will get an early night.
Well, Adele was irritated because he was trying to plead in that first pitch that Yamamoto was not on the mound. And he said something as he's walking away, and he got the heave-ho.
So Adele out, and the Angels will have to figure that out. A new player out in right field in the next half inning. Luis Rengifo, the second baseman, standing in, taking all the way, and it's outside, ball 1. Yamamoto turns, fires, and it's in there for a strike. Now the big pitch for Yamamoto, the splitter, obviously. He's very good on it. His last 7 starts, the opposition just 7 for 48 against it. It's a 146 average, and now Rengifo hits one high to slight left center field. Going after it on the warning track is Andy Pages, and in front of the wall makes the catch. 2 down for the Angels in the 4th.
That ball carried a long way.
Went out toward where the rock structure is and the waterfall that's out there, just to the left of that. The ball does seem to be carrying fairly well tonight. Travis d'Arnaud, strikeout victim, first time up, 0 for 1. 2 down, base is empty. Breaking ball, called strike. No balls and 1 strike. Pitch is low. 1-1. We told you that the Rockies lost. Cardinals beat them 3-2 tonight. But the Brewers, they beat the Pirates 7-1. The Brewers have won 10 in a row for the second time this year. They're now 74-44, 30 above 500, and the best record in Major League Baseball. Strike called to d'Arnaud. 1-2 pitch. Strike 3 called right at the knees. Inside corner fastball. 6th strikeout for Yamamoto, and he retires the side in order. 1-2-3 they go. On to the 5th inning. Angels 2, Dodgers nothing.
I'm going to throw out a restaurant kitchen term to you, and then hit me with the baseball one. I'll start first.
Okay.
Mise en place.
Oh, mise en place. That is, as the chef, you put all your different ingredients out kind of before you start cooking, right?
You got it, man. Yeah. That's the most important
That's a tough one. I hear this one a lot because of my name, can of corn.
Easy fly ball.
Sandman Wow. Find out more at
Campero has come off the Angels bench to replace Joe Adell, who was ejected. And Campero out in right field. For the Dodgers, it'll be Andy Pages, Michael Conforto, and Alex Freeland, 6, 7, and 8 batting this inning against Jose Soriano, who so far for 4 innings has put together one of his best outings of the season.
has mixed in a lot of breaking balls in. It throws that fastball anywhere from 97 to 99. And the Dodgers have not really had very good swings after the first inning tonight.
Pages struck out looking at a curveball in the second inning. Soriano kicks and fires home, and Andy fouls it off to the third base side. Strike one. 0-1 to Pages. Gets you caught up on some of the other scores today. A lighter card than normal on a Monday. The Padres in San Francisco taking on the Giants, top of the fifth inning. Scoreless there. 0-1. And a foul ball off the front left foot of Pages for strike two. Good pitching matchup there tonight. Logan Webb going for the Giants. He is having himself a pretty good year in spite of the Giants' overall record of 59-59. Yu Darvish going for the Padres. Here's an 0-2 now to Andy Pages. And Andy looks at one low. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Diamondbacks are in Texas tonight. 6-6 the score. Bottom of the 9th inning. Now a 1-2 to Andy Pages from Soriano. Andy swings, fouls it behind him. Still a ball and 2 strikes. Going to the 9th inning in Houston, the Astros lead the Red Sox 7-6. And a delay in the top of the 9th inning in Chicago on the south side. Tigers 2, White Sox 1. 1-2 is low and away. Reds been playing pretty good baseball lately. They are trailing the Phillies, however. No, that game is final. Phillies beat them 4-1. That one's over. Romano over Abbott in that game. Kerkering the save. Swinging another foul back. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Another final in. The Yankees in the Bronx beating the Twins 6-2. Warren over Matthews. Royals beat the Nats 7-4 in Kansas City. And Andy looks at a curveball again and strikes out. Second time he's gone down looking at a curve from Soriano. 5 strikeouts for the Angels right-hander. 1 away for Michael Conforto. He struck out swinging on the Soriano curve. Needless to say, Soriano's had a good curve tonight. And he starts off Conforto with a backdoor curveball for a strike. It's 0-1. Dodgers have had 2 base runners tonight. 1 ball and 1 strike. Pitch missed outside. Mookie Betts with a base hit in the first. He was stranded. And Will Smith with a base hit in the fourth. He was also left at first base. 1-1 to Conforto. He'll take a little high.
That's one of the things that Soriano has done is to throw strikes. You know, he came into this ball game tonight having walked 61, which is a rather high number. Not tonight.
2-1. That is pounded foul into the Dodger dugout on the first base side. 2 ball, 2 strike count to Conforto. Alex Freeland on deck.
So Soriano coming in tonight had walked 1 batter for like every 2 innings up until tonight. And I also believe he's changed the pattern. He's come with a lot of breaking pitches that first pitch. He got tired of that 380 average first pitch to hitters.
2-2 pitch. Conforto lines it into the glove of a leaping Yoan Moncada. The third baseman robs Conforto of a hit. He was positioned well to begin with, but he climbed the ladder and right off the top rung, he made the grab and snared the line drive off the bat of Michael Conforto. That's the save of the game, brought to you by Metropolitan Water District of Southern California. Go blue, cut green. Get a rebate for removing grass. Visit bewaterwise.com. And that kind of night so far for the Dodgers. Now in on the grass is Moncada for Freeland, batting lefty. 2 outs, base is empty, the pitch. And it's outside for a ball. Now the Angels have won 5 of the last 6 in this series. Dodgers had an 11-game winning streak at one point recently, and then the Angels have started to reel off victories. Of course, sweeping them back in May, but 5 of the last 6, the Dodgers have been on the wrong side of the score. The Angels in this freeway series have the all-time lead in wins. It's close. And Freeland takes a strike. 2 balls and a strike, 2 outs. The Angels have won 78 games. The Dodgers have won 73. So 5 games separate them. The pitch. And that is low and in. 3 balls and a strike to Alex Freeland. At Angel Stadium, though, the Angels have had the upper hand, 43-21. The 3-1 pitch. Low ball 4, and the Dodgers get a base runner with 2 men out. Right fielder Alex Call coming up. Call so far tonight 0 for 1, grounded to short. Out of Ball State, Muncie, Indiana, from River Falls, Wisconsin. He hits the ball toward the right field corner. It is slicing, and it goes foul into the seats. Alex Call, 30 years of age. He's got his 31st birthday coming up on the 27th of September. Two down, Freeland at first, and Call representing the tying run here. We'll look at a strike on the outside corner, a sinker.
Yeah, pretty much down the middle.
That was a little bit off the corner, more toward the middle for sure. Caught a lot of the plate. In 2016, Call was a 3rd-round pick of the White Sox, and he just chased a pitch in the dirt and strikes out. I mean, it was a curve that was buried in the clay right in front of home plate. 6 strikeouts for Jose Siriano. No hits for the Dodgers. They leave him in.
Yeah, mine was a tops now as well. I hit my first walk-off last year against the Mets.
Jacob Young, Nationals win! Now he's got his first walk-off big league hit.
Dad had bought a stack of them, and I was like, I think we can get these ourselves, but he went ahead and bought a stack for himself.
Like business cards. There you go.
But it was awesome just to have that moment and have everyone so excited to have a picture of you is a fun moment.
The accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Los Angeles Dodgers.
2-0 Angels. Bottom half of the 5th inning, and Yamamoto throws home to the center fielder, Bryce Teodosio. And it's outside ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Zach Neto, leadoff man on deck. Pitch swung on, fouled back. 1 ball, 1 strike to Teodosio. Well, so far, the pitching of Jose Soriano is not what the Angels have been getting out of him for the majority of the year. Oh, there's a flare and an excuse me base hit to right field. Not even a full swing for Teodosio. Fooled by the curveball, but it hit the right part of the barrel of the bat and dropped into right field for a leadoff hit.
Well, that was a 50% discount swing.
It was on sale already. Oh, goodness. Anyway, again, as I said before, it's been that kind of night so far for the Dodgers. Now, Zach Neto homered his first time up. He checks his swing, but fouls the pitch off. 0-1.
That's right here sometimes, Tim, on the benches. You know, that's a crime. Somebody, a big guy like you, hit the ball that hard.
Let's see, what was the exit velocity? 68.
Yeah.
There you go.
Every bit of it.
And Neto ambushed the first pitch of the game from Yamamoto. Hit it out to right. Got the Angels on the board early. Swings, fouls one back into the second deck on the first base side.
Hey, friends, you can play at Dodger Stadium. That's right. The 2025 Adult Camp takes place September 10th through the 13th. So you can play games, get coached by Dodger legends, plus get a ticket to the Shohei Ohtani bobblehead night. So feel like a pro. Reserve your spot. Dodgers.com/adult camp.
2 pitches high, taken for ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Zach Neto. Neto's out of Campbell University. Played for the Campbell Camels, Bullies Creek, North Carolina. And a first rounder in 2022 by the Angels. One-two pitch to the Angels shortstop. Just inside a little bit. Splitter out on the borderline.
And Neto doesn't really have a stride. He's forward in the box. He's not as deep back towards the catcher as some. But he basically picks up the left front heel and then turns his left foot, and it really comes off the ground at all.
2-2 check swing, foul ball.
It's more of a weight transfer than anything else. But it has worked, and worked nicely this year.
Well, you don't have to tell him to get the front foot down.
No, it's already there.
It's already there. Right-handed batter waits. Nobody out, man at first base. 2-2 pitch from Yamamoto. Swung on, belted to left field. That's a base hit. 1 hop for Conforto. Rounding second and heading for third is Teodosio. A head-first slide into third, although the throw went into second base. It's the second hit of the ball game for Neto. And with nobody out, the Angels have runners at the corners.
Yeah, that swing's working nice for Neto. Also nice base running going first to third. Knowing that Conforto had to go to his left, towards left center field, there's no way he could catch the ball and immediately throw over to third to get him.
Bo Porter, the third base coach, talking to Teodosio over there. Eric Young at first. Talking to Neto, who's got a big lead. Expecting him to go anytime. As Nolan Shonowell, left-handed batter, takes a strike. Well, you got to figure Neto's going to try one here, right?
Well, and for Yamamoto, he better look over there. Did not look over the first time. His teammates had to tell him step off. The guy's going.
And the pitch. Shonowell bounces one foul over by the first base dugout.
And not really looking there either. Check the runner at third.
Van Iasonia requests some more baseballs after the number of foul balls he's lost. So Angel Bat Boy runs him out some new ones. 0-2 to Shonowell. Nobody out. 2 on. Angels threatening in the bottom of the 5th. Up 2-0.
There's that track meet lead over at first by Neto.
Yamamoto stretching, now the pitch. And it hits Shonowell, and he's immediately jumping around. Got him in the left hand, it looked like. And he is down on his knees in pain. So load the bases. One of the Angels trainers, along with the interim manager, Ray Montgomery, over there to check on him. While they do that, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the world champion Los Angeles Dodgers audio network.
The home of the world champion LA Dodgers. KLAC KYSR HD2 Los Angeles. Make us a preset on the free iHeartRadio app.
Still looking at Nolan Shonowell. Neto has moved down to second base.
Shonowell, that stride, he was striding into the ball, and his hands were coming through, didn't raise them, and it hit the top hand, which, you start to look at somewhere around, it looked like the heel of the hand where that hamate bone is located, and he's still a lot of discomfort.
Still down on his right knee. Looking at the ground now. They're looking at the outside part of the hand too, and on the wrist.
Yeah, right where the hamate bone is located.
That's a tough spot.
Well, that happens a lot when you're anticipating, and even though there was 2 strikes, you're anticipating and moving forward with your stride. And if you stand off the side of a hitter and you see the head moving forward about 2 feet as you're drifting in the ball, that makes it really difficult to move your hands because you can't turn your body into the pitch. Your really only chance surviving is to raise your arms. If you do, the ball goes right by you and you never get touched.
He's going to stay in the game. He's got it worked out, and he's going to run down and stay in the game. In the meantime, Mark Pryor heads out with Will Ireton, the Japanese translator, to have a meeting on the mound. And this mound visit is brought to you by Jacoby and Myers, because everyone deserves justice.
Well, this is a spot. Don't tell Yamamoto that the guy that's coming to home plate in his career with bases loaded is a .387 hitter. And by the way, has 6 career grand slams.
Mike Trout waiting to hit, but he's going to have to wait a little longer. Dan Iasonia goes out to break up the meeting on the mound. Angels have loaded the bases. 2 hits and a hit batsman. And a really tough spot for Yamamoto here. Nobody out, bases full. Angels with a 2-0 lead and looking to add on.
There's no one throwing in the Dodgers bullpen.
77 pitches right now for Yamamoto.
And there's not anybody standing in the bullpen.
Well, here is Trout. 0 for 1 with a walk. He scored a run tonight. Yamamoto's first pitch to him is high and in, ball 1. And Trout out of Millville, New Jersey. First rounder in 2009. Has been absolutely spectacular for this Angel club. And could he hold up the swing? No, he couldn't. First base umpire Scott Berry on appeal says Trout went around. 1 ball, 1 strike.
And he did.
Trout looking out. Runners off first, second, and third. The 1-1 on the way. Swung on and missed. That's a strike. 1-2. A fastball up and away. Trout looks out. Yamamoto is set to go. Again, nobody out. 1-2 pitch. Swung on, got a piece of it and fouled it straight back.
Yeah, it was a better swing than the pitch before.
Breeze has picked up slightly. It's blowing out to left center, towards center field. Just a slight breeze. Now the 1-2 coming to Trout. He swings, and it's on the ground into right field, a base hit. Teodosio scores. Here comes Neto speeding in right behind him. It's a 2-out base hit for Trout, and the Angels lead it 4-0.
Third hit in the inning, plus a hit batsman. And still no one moving around in the Dodgers bullpen.
Shonwell stopped at second base, so first and second, nobody out. And the batter will be Taylor Ward. And Ward has walked twice. He has an 8-game hitting streak against the Dodgers, and during that time hitting .387 with 4 homers. Now the 1-2, swung out, fouled away to the right, way up there.
Tim, it is amazing. The good players, and especially if you're looking at Mike Trout and he's healthy. I mean, in his career, that's incredible. Bases loaded .387. Well, that went up a couple of clicks on that base hit.
Yamamoto's nothing in 1 pitch. Inside the Ward, 1 ball, 1 strike. Well, and he hit the ball where it was pitched, too. And, it was a good piece of hitting. It's on the outer half. He went that way. There was some open real estate on the right side of the infield. He took advantage of it. 1-1. Strike called in the corner. Outside corner. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And Trout leads at first. Shonwell from second. 1-2 to Ward. Swung on, fouled back to the screen. Well, Trout, he's going to be here for a while. Remember, he signed a 12-year deal, and he is signed through 2030. He gave him a couple of dollars to stay here. 1-2 pitch. Swung on, ground ball to third. Backhanded by Muncy. Goes to second one. Freeland the turn. Stretch. Safe at first. Well, they get Trout on the force in the middle. Shonwell moves to third base, and Ward is safe at first. Four goes to put out in the middle, 1 down. Force play is in order, and now Yoan Moncada up for the 3rd time. He's 1 for 2. RBI single in the first, and he grounded out to Freeland at second in the 3rd inning. Middle infield playing for 2, even with the bag off the line at third is Muncy. Pitches low to Moncada. Yoan Moncada made his major league debut against the Athletics while he was with Boston. And he was sent to the White Sox. He rips one down the right side, foul. He was part of the deal with Michael Kopech, where Boston sent both Kopech and Moncada to the White Sox for Chris Sale. And Kopech with the White Sox until last year, then coming over to the Dodgers. And Michael has been throwing. He's been getting himself ready to come back. Expected back by the end of the month. 1-1 pitch. That swung on, fisted foul, and off to the left and out of play. It's kind of funny as you go along. You constantly run into stories about guys who were teammates. They're playing against one another now. They might have been part of the same trade at some time. There's a ground ball toward the middle. That's passed. Freeland into right center. Shonwell comes in to score. Heading to third base is Ward. He'll be safe. It is 5-0 Angels. The second RBI base hit for Moncada.
And Yamamoto was not backing up third base either.
Dodgers now with right-handed action in the bullpen. Looks like Alexis Diaz throwing. Moncada got one just out of the range of Freeland. Still one out. 3 runs in so far. 4 hits and a hit batsman. And Gustavo Campero comes up from the left side. First time he's been to the plate tonight. He took over for Joe Adell, who was ejected last inning. He takes a strike. And in the cut of the grass at third is Muncy. Freeman holding Moncada at first. Another strike delivered to Campero. Gustavo Campero is from Lorica in Colombia. 27 years old. 0-2 pitch. He slaps it to short. Mookie's got it. He'll have one play. It's to first, and he gets it there in time, but a run comes in. Taylor Ward will score. It is now 6-0 Angels. Moncada safe at second. And when Mookie had to charge that ball, he was at an angle he couldn't throw back to second. He needed to take the out in front of him. So Campero gets a run batted in on a ground out.
The Angels has done a very good job of getting runners over and either advancing them and or knocking them in.
0-2 pitch. That is down low. Luis Rengifo, 0 for 2. Grounded to third in the first, and then in the fourth inning, flying to center. Takes inside, and it's now 2-0. This is going to be it for Yamamoto regardless. He's at 96 pitches and has been knocked around for 6 runs. 2-0 pitch. And that's outside. The interesting thing about this outing for Yamamoto was the Dodgers gave him an extra day. He was originally slated to pitch yesterday at Dodger Stadium, but they gave him an extra day, so he's pitching once a week. And usually when he pitches once a week, he's really, really good. But tonight the Angels have found some holes in the infield. Got a home run off of him as well. 3-1 to Rengifo. The pitch. Inside ball 4, and the bases are loaded for their second time this inning.
Well, the other thing that the Angels have done is that they make contact. Here comes Dave Roberts. I mean, if you look at yesterday's ball game, through 5 innings tonight, you add it up, the Dodgers have struck out 16 times.
Yamamoto's going to go 4 2/3. 99 pitches will be it. Dave Roberts has come out and taken the baseball from him, and Alexis Diaz will come out and take over. The right-hander will be in.
En el Banco BHD impulsamos el progreso económico para todos, el futuro que quieres.
They flip with the glove. That was not a good idea.
All he needed to do was try to get the lead guy by giving him a nice easy feed.
No, stay on your feet. No. I thought he was going to stay on his feet.
Uh-oh. The Goose did not know that the game was starting. Maybe the Goose thought it was 6:45 first pitch time.
Oh, man, off the glove and off the dome. He's saying, oh, man, what happened? It's a moment that he'll never forget, and that'll be on the blooper everywhere.
For life-saving treatment, families turn to Children's Hospital Los Angeles when the stakes are high. Find an all-star doctor today at chla.org.
takes over for the Dodgers. Yamamoto still responsible for the 3 men on base. He's given up 6 earned runs so far. 6-0 Angels. 13th appearance for Diaz. 1-0 the record is ERA 7.82. Remember, that's combined between the Dodgers and Cincinnati, whom he began the season with. Diaz facing Travis d'Arnaud. And the first pitch to the catcher is in there for a strike. Diaz got his first win as a Dodger on the 29th of July at Cincinnati, his former home. 0-1 pitch, and d'Arnaud lines one to right field, right at Alex Call, makes a shoulder-high catch. 2 pitches, and Diaz puts out the fire, but damage done. 4 runs in for the Angels in the bottom of the 5th inning. We head to the 6th.
Gosh, we've gone to Sea Dogs games since we were kids.
I've been coming to see the Sea Dogs for the last 30 years. Great experience.
Everybody here is just bends over backwards to help people out and wish the world was like it is right here at the ballpark.
We've always wanted to be more than just a baseball team. We want to be strong, active, contributing members of the community. And I think that effort is seen by the people and the fans, and they want to support that effort.
There's the bunt. That could be trouble as Petrie. No, Stevie dives in and beats it. Good effort by Steve Lyons.
And that'll be a base hit right there. Good job. I'll tell you one thing, not a bad defensive play either by the Tigers.
Did you see that? He's going to get the dirt out, and all of a sudden he unbuckled his pants and they fell down.
San Manuel is now Yamava Resort and Casino at San Manuel. Find out more at Yamava.
In front, Shohei Ohtani's 0 for 2. Soriano gets into his 6th inning of work. Ohtani hitting .282, looking out at Jose Soriano. Soriano kicks and fires, and that's inside, ball 1.
The Dodgers have yet to have a runner go as far as second base in this game.
1 ball, no strike pitch. Outside, 2-0. Well, Angels pitching coach Barry Enright was looking for something to help Soriano. And we came up with an idea. Here's a 2-0. That's inside, 3-0 to Shohei. And with Soriano being from Santo Domingo in the Dominican Republic, he thought he'd get one of the best Dominican pitchers he could think of. Well, Shohei takes ball 4, low and in. And the leadoff man is aboard for the first time in the game for the Dodgers. And Barry Enright comes out and wants to have a word now with Soriano. And he might tell him, hey, remember what Pedro told you, because he tracked down Pedro Martinez, the Hall of Famer, former Dodger, and had him talk with Soriano and said, hey, look, you've got to be more of a bulldog in terms of how you fill up the strike zone. And he took the advice to heart. And ever since he's had that conversation with Pedro Martinez, Soriano has been like a different pitcher for the Angels.
Well, and especially when you have the lead. That's one of those situations. Look, if I'm going to allow a hitter to get on base, he's going to have to swing the bat.
A quick meeting.
Yep. And for the Angels, lefty warming up.
Andrew Chafin now getting loose. Well, nobody out, runner at first. Dodgers looking to chip away here in the 6th inning. Well, the pitch to Mookie is a strike called. Started him with a sinker down the middle. There's that pitch again that he has thrown successfully tonight. Dodger hitters have been taking that pitch down the middle. Ohtani leads at first. Pitch. And Mookie swings, hits a fly ball to shallow center. Coming in is Teodosio. He'll make the catch. And there is one down for the Dodgers now in the top of the 6th inning. Mookie now 1 for 3. And Freddie Freeman the batter. Freddie's 0 for 2. Struck out on a 99-mile-an-hour fastball last time up in the 4th. Middle infield, double play depth. Third baseman off the bag. That's Moncada. Pitch to Freddie is bounced and blocked by d'Arnaud.
And Soriano this year, 7 wild pitches.
One ball, no strikes. Neto, the shortstop, close to the bag at second. Stretched by Soriano, he throws. And Freddie hits a ground ball to the right side. Rengifo catches it, spins, throws to second, one on to first, and that is an inning-ending 4-6-3 double play. Soriano with perhaps his best performance of the season tonight for the...
You don't get a lot of time at home during the season, Pisces, but when you do, take advantage of it as much as you can. While it's important to get your necessary dose of rest on your off days, you could also benefit from practicing in the comfort of your own home. Any hacks you take in the backyard will pay off the next time you're on the big league field.
The LA Dodgers are back to the field for more LA Dodgers baseball. And now we return to the Galpin Motors broadcast booth.
Everybody has a barbecue. Everybody's going swimming.
We go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Defensive substitution now for the Dodgers at first base. Dalton Rushing has replaced Freddie Freeman over there. Angels with a 6-0 lead. Alexis Diaz continues to pitch, and he'll face the top of the order, Zach Neto, Nolan Shawnoel, and Mike Trout for the Angels. That's an update from San Francisco. Jake Cronenworth broke a 1-1 tie with an RBI base hit, and Freddie Freeman hit a 2-run homer. And the Padres in the top of the 7th lead Logan Webb and the Giants 4-1. As the Padres continue to get perilously close to catching the Dodgers in the National League Western Division. Bryce Teodosio will lead off here. He'll swing and miss. Theodosio led off the 5th inning, singling and scoring. And he's in the hole now. Ball and 2 strikes to the right-handed hitting center fielder. Theodosio, then Neto, then Shonowell, then Trout. A pitch swing and a miss. And Diaz makes real quick work of him with an outside fastball. There's one away in the home half of the 6th inning. The hard-working Chevy Silverado, built on a legacy of long-lasting dependability. See your Southern California Chevy dealer today or shop now at SoCalChevy.com. And now Neto takes outside ball 1. So rushing over there at first, Mo.
Gives him a chance, get in the ball game, get some swings.
Pitch snapped in for a strike. Catching twice a week, but now getting an opportunity at first base to get in there, maybe get an at bat or 2. Two balls, 1 strike to Zach Neto. 1 out. Nobody on base. Diaz fires. Swing and a grounder wide of third, foul. Back behind the mound. Diaz picks up the rosin bag, drops it back down. 2-2 the count. Shonowell on deck. And Neto, the right-handed batter, waits. Pitch. Swing and a foul straight back. 2 balls, 2 strikes. There's one other game going on in the major leagues right now. Everything else has gone final. In West Sacramento, the Rays lead the Athletics 4-0. They're in the top of the 5th. 2-2, swung on, drill to center field and deep. Back goes Pages, still running. He looks up. It is gone. That's the 2nd home run tonight for Zach Neto. It is 7-0 Angels. He had a line drive that he just smoked out of here over the wall in slight left center field. Right in front of the rock sculpture. That ball was smoked. 397 feet.
That was hit like it was a 2-iron.
3-hit night for Neto, and 2 of them have left the yard. That was a slider. Left out over the good part of the plate.
The slider didn't do much sliding, but it changed directions in a hurry.
And Shonowell, 1 ball, no strikes. A multi-home run game for Neto. And a 7-0 lead. Dodgers have only 2 hits in the game.
And again, have not had a runner. Not one single runner reach second base.
For Neto, it's his 3rd career multi-home run game. His last one came in Houston against the Astros last September 22nd. Pitch to Shonowell. He hits a fly ball to right field. Call has it lined up. He'll make the catch for out number 2. And now Mike Trout coming up. He's 1 for 2 with a walk. Scored a run, and he's driven in 2.
Those multi-home run games, I mean, you look at Neto, it's been a fun night. 2 home runs, a single, a walk. Been on base 4 times.
Pitches up high and inside to Mike Trout.
And 2 of those 4 times briefly.
1-0. Trout swings, hits a high fly ball to center, playable. And getting underneath it is Pages. He'll make the catch. And the side retired. A run on the home run by Zach Neto. We go to the 7th. It's the Angels 7, Dodgers nothing.
AM 570.
LA's best sports talk. sends over some good stuff for the guys. So when we play in Toronto, I definitely dive into that.
You gotta be careful with Vladdy, bro, because a Dominican breakfast will put you to sleep, bro. ¿Cómo está sonando la comida dominicana ya?
La comida dominicana ya no sé cómo está sonando, porque obviamente mi esposa me cocina. O sea, hay restaurantes, pero no voy a comer comida latina.
This time can't get it, and neither could the fan.
Boy, that's when you don't wear flip-flops.
Caminero strikes out, and the bat gets a 7.5 on the distance. But it's stuck to the landing.
That's poked and that hits the umpire. The ball is in play, and it's a base hit for Frazier.
Roberto Ortiz did what he could to try and get out of the way, couldn't.
Took the wrong direction. He just didn't know which way to go.
Garcia, former Angel, former Dodger, now an Angel again. He's pitching out of the Dodger bullpen quite a bit this season, but now he is back with the Angels, and he will take over for Jose Soriano. Pitching change brought to you by Bank of America, the official bank of the Los Angeles Dodgers. 43rd appearance in a major league game this season for Garcia. It's 2-0. Facing Will Smith, 7-0 Angels as we start the 7th inning. And what can you say about Jose Soriano? Certainly his best pitch game at home. That's undisputable, but more than likely his best of the season. 6 innings, 2 hits, no runs. Walked 2 and struck out 6. 91 pitches, 52 for strikes. Smith takes a strike 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike to Will Smith. And Garcia fires home, and it's outside. 2 balls and 1 strike. Well, you look at those numbers by Soriano, Mo, that's what you'd call a quality start. We had dinner with the man who invented the quality start tonight.
John Lowe.
2-1 pitch, swung on, grounded foul past third.
And I asked John a number of years ago, say, quality start. How did you come up with it? Which is 6 innings, 3 earned runs or less, which is a 4.5 ERA, by the way, if that's the qualification. Because every time he would talk to a general manager about his ball club, that phrase kept coming up. Well, this guy gives us a quality start.
Pitch outside the Will, 3-2.
So John Lowe sat down and had a bite to eat with us tonight. And first question I asked him is, so when are you going to revamp the qualifications for a quality start? Because now starting pitchers are not going deep into games.
3-2 pitch hit into right field over toward the line. To make the catch is Gustavo Campero.
Yeah, and it makes sense. I mean, you've increased the roster to 26 players. That 26 is now a pitcher. So you have expanded your bullpen in an effort to keep guys healthy. Well, that has not exactly worked for this Dodger ball club. And in particular with starting pitchers staying healthy.
Max Muncy, the batter, Dodger third baseman. Garcia throws him a strike.
Well, here's the story on the Dodger starting pitchers. 16 different starting pitchers this year. That's tied with the A's for the most in Major League Baseball. 16.
0-1 is low. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Angels on the flip side of the coin. And yes, Angels are second to last in American League West. They've used 7 different starters.
Now a 1-1 pitch, and Max watches it low.
So there are 4 teams in baseball that have used just 7. Besides the Angels, the Rays, the Diamondbacks, and the Cardinals.
They got to have a deep roster. 2-1 in there for a strike, 2-2. But that's the thing, and every manager says this in spring training. Hey, we got a 40-man roster, and it's going to take at least all you 40 and maybe more to get through a season now.
Well, there's one thing that all four of those teams have in common. None of them are in first place in their division.
Isn't that right? 2-2, swung on and fouled off to the left.
So if you're going to, write a thesis on what's going to happen with starting pitchers, well, okay. 7. Is that good? Well, again, none of those 4 teams are in first place in their divisions.
2-ball, 2-strike pitch to Muncy from Garcia. That is chopped foul. Rolls over to the on-deck circle. Randy Pages picks it up. Shakey's Pizza Parlor is the official pizza partner of the Dodgers audio broadcast. When it's game night, it's group night at Shakey's.com. 2-2 the count. Muncy waits. Garcia ready to go out of the stretch. And the pitch is low. 3-2, full count.
It sounds like a broken record. The Dodgers like to break the record. They're still trying to get a runner as far as second base tonight. It's not happening.
Now a 3-2. Muncy rips one foul way down the right field side, curling into the stands.
Hey, looking ahead for good nights? Well, every night's a good night at Dodger Stadium. How about Mookie Betts' World Champion Ring Night, August 25th? Reds are in. First 40,000 fans will get a special Mookie Betts Championship ring presented by Toyo Tires. Come on, join us. Dodgers.com/promotions.
Payoff pitch to Muncy from Garcia. Inside, ball 4, and the Dodgers have a base runner.
Good at bat right there.
1 out and 1 on, and Andy Pages coming up.
Not just because of the walks do I say it's a good at bat. There were some good swings, and Muncy did not expand the strike zone.
Pages has struck out looking twice tonight, both at Jose Soriano curveballs. But now facing Garcia, rips it up the middle into center, a base hit. Stopping at second base is Muncy. Just the 3rd hit for the Dodgers tonight, and the first time they've had a runner in scoring position.
Well, they're able to break the record, at least for this game. That was a fastball pretty much down the middle, and for Pages, perfect swing.
Well, Michael Conforto up. He is 0 for 2. Struck out swinging in the 2nd, and then robbed of a hit in the 5th when Yohan Moncada made a great play on him, leaping and stabbing the baseball about as high as he could reach on a hot line drive to left. Now he'll take inside, ball 1. Seven nothing Angels. Dodgers now starting to wipe their eyes and get the sleep out of them a little bit. 1-0. Conforto takes low. 2 balls, no strikes.
Got a lot of work to do, but there is some time.
Jack Dreyer in the Dodger bullpen right now. 2-0. Conforto looks at a ball low. It's 3-0. And 1 pitch away from loading the bases. Angels are now scrambling the bullpen, getting a lefty up. Looks like Brock Burke is going to get up. 3-ball, no strike pitch to Conforto. Here it comes. And that is in for a strike call. 3-ball, 1 strike count on Michael Conforto. Muncy off of second. Pages not being held at first. And the pitch is swung on and fouled back in out of play. 44,571 on hand tonight on this Monday night at Angels Stadium in Anaheim to see game 1 of the Freeway Series. It is a sellout for the Angels. Expecting 2 more of these. Inside, ball 4, and Conforto takes a walk. Garcia's walked 2, and now the bases are full of Dodgers for the first time in the ballgame.
And they're trying to make it interesting.
Barry Enright, the pitching coach, goes out. He's going to try to buy some time for Burke, the lefty. He's taking a slow walk and lumber up the slope of the mound. That'll give Burke a few more pitches out there anyway. But Alex Freeland comes up, the number 8 hitter in the order, with Alex Call on deck. And a good opportunity now for the Dodgers to try to cash in. Now, runners in scoring position lately, that hasn't always amounted to a lot of runs. But again, it's a matter of contact and a matter of opportunity, and the Dodgers looking to take advantage here in the top of the 7th inning, yet to get on the scoreboard.
Well, they have 38 come from behind victories. It's uphill right now, but they've been climbing a lot of hills.
Freeland 0 for 1 with a walk. Switch hitter batting left. Garcia's pitch to him. That is a sweeper in there for a strike. That started outside in the other batter's box and came over the outside third of the plate. Muncy at third, Pages at second, Conforto at first. 0-1 pitch, taken for a strike, and it's 0-2. Two-seamer on the inside edge. Freeland asks for time. Bases loaded, 1 out. And Garcia pumps his front leg a couple of times. He's set. From the belt, delivers. 0-2 off the end of the bat, foul back to the backstop.
That would have been ball 1. That was about shin high, low shin.
Freeland ready. And the pitch. It's outside for a ball. Freeland out of the University of Central Florida. Mariner High School in Cape Coral in the Fort Myers area. He swings, pops it back, foul and out of play. Cape Coral, a great spot. A great spot to get a hit right here, though. And the 1-2 from Garcia. Swung on ground ball back to Garcia. He goes to home. There's one back to first. That's a 1-2-3 inning-ending double play. Boy, the Angels are living right. They got out on the right side of the bed this morning. No runs. 1 hit. And 2 left. Stretched. And good times. Less than 90 minutes from wherever you are. Morongo celebrating 20 years of good times. Oh, and 2 to Shohei. He's got 99 home runs in this ballpark. He's looking for 100. Takes a pitch low. Ohtani waiting patiently at the plate. And Anderson ready to deal. Now the pitch is way inside, goes to the backstop. For Anderson, this is his 3rd time in the big leagues this season. He was called up from AAA recently. Salt Lake City is where their AAA club is. Got a brand new ballpark there this year. 2-2. And that one is ruled to be low, a changeup. Count is full, 3-2. And Coral Springs, Florida is home for Sean Anderson. Angels right-hander set to go. Darno sets the target. The 3-2. Ohtani swings, hits a drive deep to right. This one headed back toward the wall. Gone! It's a home run for Ohtani. Home run number 42. And the Dodgers get on the board at 7-1. Ohtani with a 10-game hitting streak.
You make a mistake in location, you can send it a long, long way. Daniels Jewelers, proud sponsor of the trip around the diamond and your family jeweler since 1948. So visit danielsjewelers.com/baseball for a free baseball bracelet along with $50 off a $99 coupon.
I've been waiting for you to read that tonight.
We had it ready.
Ohtani with home runs in back-to-back-to-back games. 3 straight. One ball and 1 strike to Mookie Betts. And that pitch in the dirt. That's the best drive of the game, presented by Edmunds. See how much your car is worth at Edmunds.com. And Mookie fouls one off to the right, just underneath the suite level. Ball and 2 strikes. Kyle Schwarber, the Phillies, also hit one tonight in the 8th inning. Mookie swings and hits a drive to left field. That's going to get down for a hit. Mookie rounding first. He'll hold there. It's a 2-hit night for Mookie Betts. He's 2 for 4. Dodgers have a man on and 1 out. So Schwarber and Ohtani still tied atop the National League leaderboard in home runs, keeping pace with one another. Cal Raleigh is your major league leader over in the American League with Seattle. Well, Dalton Rushing gets up to the plate for the first time. Swings, pops it up. Foul, third base side, long run, and the catch is made by Peraza. The third baseman just into the game ran a long way, ran over toward the wall where they keep the rain tarp, well down the line, and made the catch.
One thing we've noticed about Rushing, he swings at a lot of first pitches. Now the question is, are they real good pitches to swing at?
Will Smith, the batter, with 2 down and a runner aboard. And he will take a strike. Cutter in there from Sean Anderson. Nothing in 1 to Will Smith. He singled in the 4th, 1 for 3. The pitch is low. In fact, he singled right off the heel of the starting pitcher for the Angels, Jose Soriano. He hit a ball toward the middle, right at Luis Rengifo, the second baseman, but it hit the heel of Soriano and kicked away out into the outfield. 1 ball, 1 strike pitch. Will looks at it low. 2-1. Two ball, 1 strike pitch to Smith. Anderson steps off. So Ohtani is 42nd home run. And each year he's hit 40 or more, he's won the MVP. Think of that. Right now he's on pace. If you look at the on-pace stats, he would be on pace for 57 home runs. More than last year. Also 152 runs scored. He's the major league leader in runs scored. 112. The pitch is on the inside corner. Borderline pitch, and it went Anderson's way. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Tim, with Ohtani, there's also some discussions. I don't know if the Dodgers have entertained these discussions or not, but a lot of people on the periphery about where you bat Ohtani in the lineup.
2-2 fouled off.
And people saying, well, that's one at bat that he has guaranteed every game, doesn't have a runner on base. And if you look at the percentages, with the home runs that he has, 42. That was the 28th solo blast.
It was in the 8th inning. 2-2. That's inside 3-2. Again, he's got 11 leadoff homers. Yep. He had a leadoff homer yesterday. But when you look at it also from the RBI standpoint, 78 RBIs, and 42 of those are just driving himself in.
And that's incredible that many RBIs as a leadoff hitter, regardless of the number of home runs, because you're not having at-bats. And that's why you look at, construction of lineups today are different than if you look back and say decades ago. I mean, Schwarber has batted in the leadoff spot. So many years also, both with the Cubs and with the Phillies on top of it.
3-2. Mookie goes, swung on. That's lined into center, a base hit. Mookie around second, on his way to third. And Smith at first with his second hit of the night. And the Dodgers with 2 men on for Max Muncy.
This construction lineup used to be, different. You wanted a speedster at the top of the order, a guy that could put the ball into play, maybe get on base, the number 2 guy, because the hit and run was a weapon that was used and believed in years ago. You wanted a guy that could slap the ball around the ballpark, and then you went with the power guys. The number 3 guy that power could make contact, the number 4 guy with power again, 5, same thing. But now lineups are being, revamped on the importance. And I think a lot of it has to do, what's the personnel that you have on the team, and what's the mindset? Where's the comfort zone for your players on where they hit in lineups?
Barry Enright, the pitching coach for the Angels, goes out for a word. And we'll take 10 seconds for station identification on the Dodgers Audio Network.
The home of the world champion LA Dodgers. KLAC KYSR HD2 Los Angeles. Make us a preset on the free iHeartRadio app.
Right-hander Connor Brogdon starts to throw for the Angels. 7-1 the score. 2 on, 2 out. Muncy coming up. The other side of that argument, Mo, is like, okay, he comes up in the first inning, nobody's on base. But who do you want up in the 9th inning to have that extra at-bat with a game on the line? Right? I mean, he's going to have more opportunities at the end of the game, too.
Depending on where you are in the lineup.
Well, obviously.
Yeah.
Once the
your leadoff guy, if you look at the total scope of the season, is going to be at-bat more often than the guys in the middle of the lineup, most likely, and certainly the guys at the bottom.
Anderson's pitch to Muncy, swung on and hammered deep down the right field line. This ball is gone! Maxwell swinging the silver hammer in Anaheim. A 3-run home run. It is 7-4 for Max Muncy. Home run number 17. He hooked it right down the line. Gustavo Campero, the right fielder who went after it, looks like he's injured himself up against the wall. He is sitting down against the 350 marker. But Muncy with a 3-run blast gets the Dodgers right back in it.
Yeah, Campero holding his left ankle. But that fence surprised the heck out of him. And Max Muncy surprised the heck out of that pitch. This has become a very interesting game right now. By the way, Daniels Jewelers, proud sponsor of the trip around the diamond every time, by the way. Your family jeweler since 1948. Visit danielsjewelers.com/baseball for a free baseball bracelet and $50 off a $99 coupon.
Now, Campero's spikes got caught in the outfield wall, and there's a couple of slices there where the front spikes from his left foot kind of, short-stepped the wall a little bit, and he is feeling it now out there. He's being attended to. But for Muncy, it's the 4th home run in the last 6 games for him. Yeah, we told you early on in the broadcast tonight that since he's returned from the IL, he's been hitting around 430.
Yeah, right now another trainer's being called out. I don't think that they want, and this is scary, and you don't like to see anyone get hurt. I'm not certain they want Campero to even put weight on the left ankle at the present time. He's still in a lot of discomfort. I think they're going to bring out the cart.
Yeah, they are. They're calling for some assistance as Campero is in the right field corner. Muncy hit it over the short wall in the right field corner for a 3-run homer. It's now a 7-4 ball game here in the 8th.
Yeah, they have a signal, and paramedics are going to come out with their cart. One of the paramedics coming out of the far end of the third base dugout. Well, this is not good to see anybody. The other part too is, I understand it was an injury. The Dodgers would like this game to have continued with momentum. Now it's one of those spots, hey, get a couple of guys on and a swing at a bat. It's a tie game.
I'll give you an update from San Francisco. They're late in that ball game now, top of the 9th inning. Padres leading the Giants 4-1. And the A's trying to climb back in their game with the Rays. 6-4, Tampa Bay leading. Bottom of the 7th in Sacramento tonight.
What is it that kind of got you hooked as a foodie, so to speak?
My dad was really into food when I was a kid. He traveled for work and he would go to places all over Europe and stuff. He was in sales and I feel like he would come home and try and cook the things he ate overseas. And so
they had to find him and wait for him because he was on the northwest side of Phoenix at his son's Little League game.
That's right. Well, the cart that they want to get is in the left field corner, right? Popped out foul to third. Good play, too, made by Oswaldo Peraza. Will Smith with a base hit to center field. And with 2 on and 2 out, Max Muncy hit the ball down in the right field corner for a 3-run homer. For Muncy now, his 17th home run, and he has RBIs 62, 63, and 64 tonight. Miguel Rojas has a bat in his hands. And we expect to see him come up and hit here shortly. But
Christian Moore has been tossing while in front of the third base Angel dugout. It appears he will come over and take over in right field. Campero is still on the ground. They're going to put a temporary splint on the left leg and ankle.
Ooh. You don't see that often, but they're being very cautious with his left leg, and he is in a ton of pain right now.
Yeah, we just hope the best for him. But that's really that's hard to take when a player's injured, trying to make a play. At the time, it looks like it's a lopsided game. And trying to make the play, you get injured. And this is going to be a trip with x-rays.
Trying to get him up now. And moving him to the...
That's right, Mike. This is a real game changer.
More like a life changer.
Hey-o.
This is the MVP of promos.
Better start carrying my mustard bottle.
Slide into free snacks with the official convenience store of the Dodgers. AM/PM. Too much good stuff. Only 1,000 deals available per game on the AM/PM app for 24 hours through September 28th. Only at participating AM/PM stores while supplies last.
Hey, it's Freddie Freeman for Children's Hospital Los Angeles. U.S. News and World Report has once again named CHLA the #1 hospital in California and ranked in the top 10 nationally for pediatrics. With clinical excellence, breakthrough research, and world-class expertise, CHLA is the league leader for kids. Whether it's routine care or life-saving treatment, families turn to Children's Hospital Los Angeles when the stakes are high. Find an all-star doctor today at chla.org.
Right-hander Connor Brogdon has taken the hill for the Angels, and Miguel Rojas has stepped in the batter's box. 7-4, Angels leading. 2 down, nobody on here in the 8th, and Rojas takes a strike. Miguel is batting in Andy Pages' spot. Pages was lifted for Justin Dean. Michael Conforto is on deck. 0-1 as Brogdon, third base side of the rubber, sends one home, swung on, foul tipped into the mid of Darno. 0-2 to Rojas. Ohtani a solo homer, Muncy a 3-run homer here in the 8th. Oh, 2 to Miguel. Luis Renjifo's gone out to play right field, by the way. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 3 pitches, and Rojas is retired on a strikeout by Brogdon. And the Dodgers pick up 4 runs on 4 hits, nobody left, and no Angel errors. To the bottom of the 8th, it's the Angels 7, Dodgers 4.
LA's best sport.
Sometimes artifacts in the collection of the Hall of Fame can tell multiple stories. This is the earliest known Yankees baseball cap in existence. It tells a story of a very early baseball cap and of a guy who just had a cup of coffee in the big leagues. But there's actually a hidden story inside this cap. There's another name written in the cap. So who's Dolan?
Well, 7-4 the score, bottom of the 8th inning. Angels with the lead, and look out in right field. Mookie Betts has moved to right field. Miguel Rojas stays into play short. Alex Call moves from right to center, and Justin Dean comes out of the game. So Betts is in right for the first time this year, and Anthony Banda on the mound. And he is facing Renjifo, now the right fielder, and he deals him down low and in. Well, you're not going to put Rojas out in right field. I mean, he's an infielder by trade. Mookie has 6 gold gloves out in the outfield. So he is out there for the first time this year. Breaking ball down and in. 2 balls, no strikes. I saw Dave Roberts talking to Mookie in the dugout in the top of the 8th inning as they're probably contemplating this move. Ball sliced down the right field side. That's going to end up in the seats. Foul. 2 balls and a strike to Rengifo. Well, what do you think of this, Mo, seeing Mookie back out and right?
Well, he understands how to play the position, and quite frankly, this is coming forward as a player and say, hey, look, this is about team right now.
1-2 is inside. 2-1 is inside. It's now 3-1. Three balls, 1 strike. Anthony Banda, the lefty, fires home, and Rengifo hits one in the air to right field. And Mookie Betts backpedaling, settles under it, and just like riding a bike, makes the catch. And there's 1 down for the Angels in the bottom of the 8th. Tonight's game brought to you by First 5 California. 1 in 3 children are at risk of toxic stress, but there are things parents can do to help. Learn how to overcome it at first5california.com. Travis d'Arnaud, right-handed hitting catcher. 0 for 3 tonight. Last time up, he lined out to right. He takes ball 1. Banda stretching. Now he kicks and comes home. Swing and a miss. Threw on right past d'Arnaud.
By the way, for Mookie Betts, in a rare moment, 2-handed catch.
You noticed?
Way to go, Mookie.
1-1, swung out and hit in the air to left center. This will be playable for Alex Call as he runs over there to make the catch, and there are 2 down. And did you notice also, after the 2-handed catch, what he did?
Yeah, he looked in the glove, made sure he had it.
Turned the glove and made sure it was in there.
Yep. For all the youngsters out there, catch the ball with 2 hands.
Teodosio, the center fielder, takes a strike. The game is now final in San Francisco. Padres win. Darvish gets the win over Webb. Suarez, the save, is 33rd. And the Padres now a game and a half behind the Dodgers. There's a shot toward the right side of the infield. Diving is Freeland. It's out of his reach. Teodosio speeding to second base, and he's there with a head-first slide on what would normally be a single for most players. Boy, can he run.
Yeah, Teodosio, I mentioned earlier that this is only the 8th game that he's played in, and he has 3 stolen bases, so he comes equipped with some speed.
And he was thinking double out of the box. I mean,
when you can run a lick, that's what you should be thinking about. Thinking about, hey, the guy's going to bobble the ball, or it's going to be for a double.
Well, the Dodgers are going to walk Neto. So he'll be intentionally walked. 3 hits tonight, 3 runs scored, 2 home runs. Yep. Going to walk him and set up a forced play with 2 outs. And Nolan Shonowell, the first baseman up, who's 0 for 3, was hit by a pitch in the 5th and scored a run. 270 average for Shonowell. Pitch from Banda. Tries to bunt and bunts it foul. 2 outs. Shonowell trying to bunt his way on here in front of Mike Trout. I'll be thinking any way he can get on base. 0-1 pitch, swung on and missed. Big breaking ball.
That's why he's trying to bunt the first pitch.
He didn't want to get the slider, but he got it there, and it's now an 0-2 count. Runners on first and second. 0-2. Swung on, slapped foul and out of play down the left side. If the Dodgers in the top of the 9th can't extend this game or take the lead, and the Angels would win it, the difference in the National League West would be 1 single game between the Dodgers and Padres. After the Padres won again tonight. Here's an 0-2. That goes to the backstop. A wild pitch. That was bounced right through the right-hand batter's box. Teodosio to third and Neto to second. Well, you look at the ninth, though, the Dodgers, if they get a couple of base runners, you can get Ohtani up there again. Also Betts.
Well, they got to put a goose egg up on the board right here.
Right. The pitch from Banda. 1-2 is outside and low. Tried the sinker and missed. Betts off the line and right. Runners off second and third. The pitch low and outside again. This was a slider that missed. And a full count, 3-2.
Well, you had him 1-2 and a couple of bad swings at breaking balls, and now the count's full, and that guy that's hit close to 400 in his career with bases loaded waiting on deck.
3-2 pitch. Outside corner, Garin called. Strike three. Through a sinker. And Yoshinobu strikes out looking. No runs, one hit, two left. We go to the ninth. It's the Angels 7, Dodgers 4.
When you want Dodgers, the only home is AM 5.
I'm helping these kids be the best versions of themselves. I'm also representing like where I came from. And then the Zilla team, I was working with a creative guy that was with Nike. I work with my best friend who manages this team with me. And we kind of just like put together like what we think would look cool. We went like Godzilla theme. You kind of get to help them grow up into a young man and help them just make the right steps forward. And that's really why I started to have impact.
All right, Ryan, PSA dove in. Do we have them graded?
We do. This is the first set of graded cards from the 2024 Topps MLB Network set.
I'm so excited about this.
Yeah.
Now, they all have the same grade, or?
No.
So one of us will be like the highest graded card.
Could be. There could be multiple. So first up, we got Mark DeRosa.
Let's see what D-Rose. Of course, D-Rose a 10 out of 10. Handsome, athletic. All right.
I feel like food and sharing a meal with someone is a universal language. You can't go to a ballpark and not have a nice hot dog. So if I'm at the ballpark, I'm gonna get a nice heavy glizzy. You gotta have chili on there, you gotta have cheese. If your hot dog isn't bending in the middle because it's like about to fall apart, then you're not doing it right. So you gotta have a glizzy and then something cold, whatever it is, beer, lemonade. You gotta have something cold to wash that hot dog down with.
Top of the ninth inning, and Kenley Jansen comes out of the Angels bullpen. 7-4 the score. Save situation for Kenley, to his 47th appearance. 21 out of 22 in save opportunities. And right now, where Kenley Jansen is, he's not allowed an earned run in a career best 20 consecutive appearances. That covers 19 in the third innings, going back to June 16th. And he's 7 for 8 in saves over that stretch. So Kenley coming to face his former team. He'll face Michael Conforto to lead off the top of the ninth inning. Fourth on the all-time saves list with 468. Kenley Jansen twists and gets ready on the mound. Now he pitches, and Conforto takes a strike. Craig Kimbrell, who is still pitching in the minor leagues for the Texas Rangers organization, 440 major league saves. He's fifth all time. Jansen 28 better than him at 468. Pitch to Conforto, in for a strike taken. He's just thrown him two pitches right down the middle, cutters, and Conforto finds himself in the hole, 0-2. Lee Smith, third all time, 478 career saves. Kenley just 10 away from him. 0-2 pitch. And Conforto swings through a cutter and strikes out. Second time he's down on strikes tonight.
90, 93, and 95.
Top of the ninth, sponsored by Cars for Kids. Ready to donate your old car? Call 1-877-CARS for Kids now. Friendly agents standing by to take your donation. That's Cars with a K to donate your car today. Alex Freeland, 0 for 2 with a walk. swings and hits a high fly ball foul up into the... Oh, no, that went off the roof, it looked like, and came back down the first base side. Strike one to Freeland, looking to get on base. Dodgers down 3 runs here in the 9th. Jansen's pitch. Inside corner for a called strike, and it's 0-2. All-time leader in saves, Mariano Rivera, the Hall of Famer, 652. Trevor Hoffman, another Hall of Famer, right behind him at 601. And Freeland takes a pitch high. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Jansen getting into his stretch, little shimmy, and the 1-2 pitch. And Freeland swings through a cutter and strikes out. 95 miles an hour on the cutter. 2 down. The Dodgers now down to their last out. Alex Call will be the batter, and Shohei Ohtani coming out on deck. Call is 0 for 3 tonight. He has struck out swinging twice. First pitch to Call. Called strike. And cutter at 93. Jansen set to go. His 0-1 pitch to Alex Call. Is swung on and looped in the air, shallow right center. Rengifo coming in. Moore, the second baseman, goes out, makes an over-the-shoulder catch, and ends the ball game. And Kenley Jansen with his 467th career save. A 1-2-3 top of the 9th. And the Angels have won all 4 meetings with the Dodgers this year. They've guaranteed themselves a season series victory. And the Dodgers trying to win this series, they need to take the next 2. The difference in the National League West now, with the Dodgers losing and the Padres winning, is slim. It is just 1 game now over San Diego. Final score, the Angels 7 and the Dodgers 4. Rick and I are back with the totals in a moment.
AM 570.
LA's best sports talk.
The real home of the Dodgers.
Want to go to college this fall? Don't let money hold you back. To be eligible for a Cal Grant and to get the most...
Interrumpimos este video para recordarte que puedes endulzar tu día con una dulcerapia de la lechera.